Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next session of The Lodge at Endsmeet. We return after some fairly stressful circumstance, which we're going to recap right now, as one of my players tries to earn a point of inspiration. Do I have any volunteers?
Dude, you said you didn't need your notes.
I have two notes: Neo, Second
Okay,
Chance
I'll do it because I'm
Iridia,
probably gonna need these
and Tormod.
inspos. Tormult, you're already wrong.
That's my note. Three notes.
So we started the session in the Temple of Pyrrhus, just coming down from the realization that Lilibel was indeed dead. And Solite urged us quickly to the Ends Watch to discuss what we had told her, which was that there was going to be an attack on the Shinehaven. Solite, after putting us through a brief zone of truth to make sure we were all on the up and up, decided to tell us that the Shinehaven was a place, the Sentinels of the Shine, so good aligned, air quotes, we don't really know for certain, where shifters have set up as a haven for in-need werebeasts to keep them safe, to keep others safe from them, and so forth. She told us that since we know this attack is going to happen, if we could locate the attack party by the Moonies, at least get an eye on them, see where they're coming from, see when they're coming, that's going to be more useful information than we have just sitting around. So we went, told Knuckle what had happened, still looking for Jericho because we didn't know where he was at this point. And he and Thomas came with us out into the wilderness to try to find this potential attack party. We come across a clearing with a bridge over a high ravine and a rip in the space-time continuum, and out tumbles some guy who introduces himself as Neo. He's swathed in leathers and animal bits and bobs, and says he just came out of the Feywild and he's looking for something or someone, not entirely certain who or what, but Velen seems to have an idea, although she's not ready to talk about it quite yet. Or we just don't really have the time to sit down and figure out what the fuck is going on between these apparent deities. So we come to a tentative accord with Neo that he will help us because we're in the middle of something. And he doesn't seem like a Mooney, so we can pretty much use anybody we can get at this point. So we all agree to go off, and we'll sit down and talk about this when we have a fucking minute to do so. We cross the bridge, and Gideon sees something a little sus downriver with a sweet natural 20. That was apparently the only way that he could have possibly even noticed this. But before we can even tackle that, we run into two wereboars who look like they're going to ambush us, so we attack first. And they're really stupid and kind of endearing because they're so stupid. We get into a fight before they can kind of convince us that maybe talking out whatever's going on might be better than just straight up killing them. Unfortunately, everyone's on the same page except Velen, who is under the effects of her longsword of vengeance that she accidentally got a hold of because of an attempt to identify after we fought that paladin of bullshit a couple episodes back. And she is cursed to continue fighting one of the wereboars until they die or she dies. And it's really weird, and the party's like, what the fuck, Velen? You're more feral than usual. And she has to get put down for everybody's sake. Not dead, just unconscious, while we kind of regroup and talk to these wereboars who tell us that there's been a split between the Moonies. Veer's on one side, Raynor's on the other. Apparently the bulk of the Moonies went with Raynor, and he seems, from our interpretation, to be the one behind the potential attack on the Sentinels of the Shines Haven. The Shine Haven. Sorry, I read those comments. And upon deciding what we're going to do about all this, Neo offers to go take a look at that weird thing that Gideon noticed downriver while we send a message to Solite to get information on what we should do next and take some hit points and healing back because it was a pretty brutal fight, even if it was just 2 werebores. Neo turns into a black little flying squirrel and descends the ravine, finds a body hanging pointedly in a tree that has been mangled and beheaded with a silver battle axe used to replace its head, and sees that there's a pretty sick tat on the back of this body. After taking in those details and saying a prayer to his weird goddess, he joins the party once more and reports back what he found, and that description sounds a lot like our missing friend Jericho. And Claudia doesn't take that very well, and starts to transform for the first time. And it looks like it's going to be pretty bad, and that's where we left off.
That is where we left off. So, well done. You've earned...
Did I miss anything?
No, I think you
No.
pretty much got it all.
You got
Great.
it all.
You've earned yourself a point of inspiration.
I'm going to need it.
No, you're not.
The rest of us
We will
are
see.
gonna need it.
However,
Well, luckily I
there's-
can give it to you guys if need be.
there is something else we have to handle first. The room is dark. You feel as though you were just woken up by something, by a noise. You reach, your senses failing you, until you realize the sound is so much more than just a distant thing one could barely hear. The vibration of the sound fills you to the core. Your very bones vibrate with the rhythm. Every second, the ticking of a massive brass clock. You stir from the dream. Or maybe you step into it. Your friends would die for you. The voice cutting through the noise makes you open your eyes to see what is truly in front of you. What you see is a tall figure, cloaked. Peering from beneath the hood of the cloak are a pair of eyes, white and radiant as the sunlight shining off of newly fallen snow. The cloak itself is black, but deeper black than the night sky on a moonless twilight. They do not yet know that you have died for them. The noise's origin reveals itself, and you see a hand that glows with the same white as the entity's eyes, collects a small object within it, and sets it upon an enormous bronze scale. On the other pedestal, the entity sets a brass weight, and you see now the object being weighed is a memory. One of yours. One of you, your sister's hand clutched in yours, forcing your way through a thick tangle brush, the terror of the fleeting, thick in your throat. The next measure is one of you having nightmares of, on your knees, the image of Claudia being struck by the longsword shining bright in your eyes as you plead to Valkeen for strength beyond your normal measure. The next, the dark forests of Kilon's Crossing, and the two of you nestled around a fire while the forest is silent, the predators watching you, waiting. The anticipation of an attack is clawing at your chest until you finally rise to your feet, roaring to frighten the monsters away. A wizened old turtle, smiling amicably as you draw the mellow thistle into your lungs. The effortless weight of a small gnome bouncing in a jury-rigged harness, the pressure of it on your shoulders. The warm smell of fur and grass, the rich autumn scent of fallen leaves as Claudia huddles close, and the wolves that lay nearby, their presence a vigil in the night. The dark, cold eyes of Raynor, biting back rage as he approaches you. The fear of the unknown, having lost your friends. The fear of being alone. Seeing your sister kiss the man that she saved, and feeling as though your place is gone. You're not a part of her life anymore. She doesn't need you. The little red wolf girl, so lost and scared, smiling up at you from behind her father's legs. A man who had looked at you with suspicion, and now, trust, regret, faith. The smell of hay and cattle rich on his hair as he pulls you into a hug. The sight of Velen boisterous and shouting at you as you set Artie on the ground, Tess and Gideon watching with fear in their eyes until you swallow the sudden rage that took you, and you run into the woods with the very branches and twigs that swat at your eyes anger you even more. All of these memories, so many of them fresh, so many of them old. Your life is weighed before you. Again, the cloaked figure speaks. I am Croesus. It is my duty to measure you, your soul. He stops, setting the last weight aside, and his gaze returns to you, Jericho. The pure white of his eyes burning into you. Your past has haunted you. For so long, you and your sister were all that mattered. However, you could not trust. Now you've learned. Your friends are protection. A vision, suddenly, as you watch Claudia and Velen and Tess and Gideon outside the Temple of Pyrrhus, all in distress as Claudia runs toward the forest, calling your name. For so long your sister relied upon you, and wholly you, through your help and guidance. She has found her feet. She will need help, but you have taught her to be strong-willed and honest with herself. The two of you were imprisoned, locked away a set of toys for selfish fools, but even as you had left, what fear you had is what made you truly imprisoned, unable to trust who might have wanted to help you. In a vision again, this one of Old Knuckle, patting a hand on your shoulder, and of the small mark left there when the hand leaves, of the distress when he could not find you, sitting over his kettle, his brow furrowed and muttering to himself, "What have you done, boy?" When defending your sister, you would channel the cold rage you harbored. You knew not your best strength was when you gave that rage away, instead acting to protect your friends. Your true strength is in love, Jericho, not hate, not vengeance. Your heart knew it, and it is why Valkyne hears you now. By accepting your sister could be safe, you let her grow. The love of another, the opportunity life holds, you can't keep her safe from the joys of life. You know this, and I applaud you for learning it. Croesus leans forward. Your time on Amaranth has ended. Jericho Amberhide, Jericho the Wild Heart, Jericho Shard and Fang. Nephine could never truly tame you. Even in death, however, there is work to be done. My judgment is complete, and Valkyne awaits. You stand in front of the god of death, Jericho. And to your left, the air splits. You see a field, a grass field. What do you do?
Walks towards it.
Okay. Without another word, you step through the rift, and you find yourself stumbling forward as if you're suddenly dropped. The grass is tall, and the cool dew at its tips lick at your knees. The smell here is comfortable, fresh, as though you've just returned from a long journey. And in front of you is a grand cabin, warm wood and lacquer and paint. The windows glow with firelight, and then in the doorway, a massive figure in a great fur coat looks down at you, a pipe aglow between his lips. Jericho, my boy, it's about time. We have work to do, he says as he raises a massive hand towards you. We have a pack to watch over, after all.
Jericho will just nod.
Okay. And that is Jericho's judgment to the Beastlands with Valkyne. Meanwhile, on Steps Bridge, where things are not going so great. First things first, we roll initiative.
She's starting to transform already?
She's transformed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I roll so good?
I'm not gonna say you're a monster, but you're a monster.
Who?
That was
I
really,
love you for it.
that was really good.
Thank God. Thank God.
You're better than me, thank God.
Yeah. She's got a cliff between
If
on
you-
the other side of her.
If your player character dies in my campaign, and your soul is allowed to go to the afterlife, you will be judged.
I see that. Did not expect it, but I
Kudos
am happy for
on
it.
that. It's a way to start a session.
That sure fucking was, man. I did not expect that. You almost got me. I almost leaked there a little bit.
Can I, as she's transformed prior to initiative, just thematically speaking, because I get arcane firearm at level 5. Actually no, I'm gonna have to wait to use it then, because I have to transcribe runes onto a rod.
Rhombus.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll wait.
Okay.
Could have used extra damage.
Alright. Claudia,
Yeah.
nothing is the same. Your vision is tinted red. Everyone is out to get you. Your brother is gone. He's not here to help you. These people would end your life. You need to fight for it. Thomas goes first.
Oh.
Thomas, seeing Claudia has fully turned into a werewolf, which, in this case, allow me to describe. Claudia takes the form of a red-furred, massive hybrid form of a wolf/almost human shapeshifter. Long claws and menacing fangs breach out of her snout. And as she looks between all of you, just frothing slobber pouring out of her mouth as the emotions have taken over. There is no semblance of recognition. All you see is fear and desperation. Seeing Claudia changed, Thomas surges forward and he calls to Old Knuckle and he says, "Get those chains out now! We have to get her caught before she gets away!" And he runs forward and he's going to try and grapple you, Claudia.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be an athletics contest.
Oh, hold on. I need to actually connect my thing to the VTT. Hold on.
Take your time. A lot just happened. It's okay.
Here we go. Oh, come on. I'm actually gonna use my first inspiration to reroll that. to hopefully be lower.
I see.
Because I have 2 right now. God damn you. I'm too strong.
Okay. You are good at athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas
I don't
is a
ha-
ranger.
Uh-huh. I don't have to take the higher one in this case, do I?
You choose with inspiration.
I want the lower one, obviously.
Thomas rolled a 19. Thomas slips. You manage to try and get out of his grasp, and in return, Thomas says, she's too strong! And he's going to slash at you with a scimitar.
Does beat it for athletics checks too?
It's a DC.
Well, they rolled
It's
off
the same
against each
thing.
other.
You need 2 inspirations.
You would
Well, if
need
he's
2
got
inspirations.
19, okay, so you'd have to roll 21.
If you gave her an inspiration, it would be rollies. It would be a roll off.
Well, I just meant bumping Thomas up by 1. It'd be
So
roll
that
off.
they're both 20s.
Yeah.
Be a roll off.
He's going to attack.
Okay.
He slashes at you with a scimitar, Claudia.
Mm-hmm.
He hits you with a 23.
Regular scimitar?
It is a magical scimitar. It is not a silver scimitar.
Okay.
He hits you for 7 points of slashing damage.
Uh-huh.
And Thomas looks to the rest of you, and he says, "Come on!" And he puts a hunter's mark on you.
I'm correct in that doesn't do any damage, right?
Deals 3 damage to you. It's
3
magical.
damage. Okay.
Tess, you're up.
Okay. Am I allowed to use my thorn whip to try to grapple her?
Thornwhip can pull someone. It can't grapple. You can forcibly move someone in a direction, but it doesn't do anything.
That doesn't.
In that.
Okay, that's fair. That was like my best idea. Because if I just try to if we just do an athletics contest, that's not gonna be good. Okay. I'm at the very least going to get away from the edge of this cliff. I'm gonna use some of my movement to kind of go to the other side of her. And I am actually no, I'm gonna go over here. And I'm gonna use Thorn Whip to try to get her closer to Old Knuckle, because I think that he's the one that might be able to actually grapple her.
So you've been trying to
I'm-
move her through Velen's square, which means that she would just collide into Velen.
I thought, like, can I put it where I want, and then I guess it has to be moving toward me, huh?
Well, if you put it toward Old Knuckle, that's going to pull it straight through Velen. If you can either pull her this way, or this way.
Yeah,
or
that's
this
fair.
way.
Okay, I'll try to pull her in this direction.
Okay.
It's not
What's your spell DC?
on my spell DC. Is it a spell DC, or should I cast it?
You should cast the
Should I
spell
do like
so we can
a
see.
spell a spell attack? Yeah. My DC I think is 16 now. It's 16 now.
You gotta hit first, and then it's a save for the.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
So wait, I have to make a save?
Oh no.
I don't
No, it's
remember.
just-
Would you please post the spell in the VTT?
Sorry.
Nope, you're good. If hits the target, takes 1d6, and if the creature is large or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you.
I don't know. Did it cast that way? Oh, cast on VTT. Sorry.
It's okay.
Just roll a
Here's
whole bunch
okay.
of stuff.
You hit already.
Okay.
So it deals 4 damage.
Oh, 2.
Yeah.
2.
And I have to make a...
There's no save. You were pulled 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
Now, the wording of the spell does say that it has to be pulled toward you. However, previously I've ruled that you can choose another location.
I'm happy to go back toward me if you prefer. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be so complicated, guys.
It's fine.
Oh,
We're
you're
gonna
good.
leave it how it is. So, where does the Thorn Whip emerge?
I was thinking it would emerge here. I don't know if my clicker isn't doing
Okay,
its.
so Claudia, you moved
Yeah,
there.
yeah, right there. Yeah, that's exactly
Whoa.
there.
Oh no.
Yep. Claudia, it is now your turn.
Uh-huh.
Bring it.
I'm a hiding.
Claudia,
Mhm.
you are surrounded by hostiles. You are terrified. You are angry. You are hungry. You've never seen these people looking at you like this before. Your vision is clouded almost by this haze of bloodlust and fear. I need you to roll me a d2.
/R space 1d2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You
2.
fight.
Okay. Am I using weapons or am I using unarmed attacks?
That's a good question. I'm going to roll for it. When you transformed, when the claws grew out of your hands, when your teeth extended, you dropped your sword.
Okay.
So you
Unarmed
have
strikes.
claws and your bite.
I don't know what my bite does.
1d6 plus strength or dex. In this case,
Okay.
dex is higher.
And claws do the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So you make 4 attacks.
4?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, Neo.
I'm sorry. That was not my intention.
Well, I
No,
was
it's
either him or
like
somebody else.
it's like I said, it's good. You're
I
good.
don't have a great to hit with unarmed strike, so this is fine.
You do because it's with dex.
Oh.
So roll your attacks as normal as they would be with your short sword.
Okay, I do have that tattoo to improve my melee. Does that weapons, does my claws count as
Yes.
the increase? Okay, so it's +7.
You are
Sorry.
proficient
Or
in
my
your
it's a
claws.
+8. Okay, so I rolled a 3 though, so add 8 to 3.
So an
Misses.
11 to hit.
So that misses. I'll just use my short sword. Next attack is a lot better.
That hits.
Uh-huh. And it's 1d6 plus
Dex.
4.
Dex.
Yes, so 4. 7 points.
Okay.
My second attack is 15 to hit.
Misses. Do I have to
And
make a
then-
con save for that swipe?
Yes.
Okay.
What's your spell DC, Claudia?
I don't have a spell DC.
Oh yeah, you don't have any spells.
I'm a fighter.
What is... I'm going to look at your stats.
Okay.
You have to beat a DC 16 con save.
Didn't happen.
Oh my god.
All right, Neo, make a note.
Oh, I mean, you have an inspiration. Okay, and my last attack. I'm pretty sure that I only did 3.
You did
Claw
only do-
attacks and bite it. Both claw and bites trigger that.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I thought
it's
it
gonna
was
be
just
rough.
bite.
Okay,
I
this
thought
is
it
my
was bite.
this is my 4th attack.
Oh.
Pretty bad. 17.
Misses.
Okay, good. I only hit once.
Neo,
Uh-huh.
this newly formed werewolf is just haggardly slashing at you. And your bone shield is effective enough at deflecting your blows, but one of them gets through and slashes across your neck down onto your chest. And immediately you feel that wound fester, and the blood almost seems to bubble up in dark black colors. And you feel this corruption suddenly run through you. You don't feel good. Something bad just happened.
Oh.
Not my
Okay.
turn.
Shit.
You have movement still, Claudia.
You said fight.
I
So
did
my-
say fight.
My action. It's hard to play a chaotic evil character.
I'm about
My
to tell
intention
you
here
what to
is
do.
to fight. Okay, that's fine. Tell me
but
what to
I
do.
want you to roll me a d6, please.
Okay. 5.
You know the people in your party. You know what they're capable of. You know that Gideon is the wisest of them. You know he's going to know how to track you. So you run up to Gideon.
Okay.
That's your turn.
Fucker.
The human formed wereboar.
It's been an hour. He can turn back if he wants.
It has been an hour.
It has been an hour.
Took a
Yeah,
short
we took
rest.
we took a rest.
He looks between all of you and he says, "Great, right." And he will run up by Old Knuckle, who has the chains in his hand, and he's going to grab the chains from Old Knuckle and surge through Velen and Tess.
He's really strong. Thank
And
God.
he's going to try and grapple you with these chains. I need you to roll me in athletics.
Okay.
He is very strong.
Yes! I rolled really bad.
But he's not proficient in athletics. Fuck. Okay.
What?
So he just rolls a regular strength. What do you want from me, man? He's an idiot.
I have an intelligence of 6. I know what I'm doing.
He rolled a natural 1.
Reroll it.
no.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He is quite the attractive orc, I might add.
I know
He's
he's
half-
handsome.
He's half
He
orc.
is. Got,
Handsome
good
boy.
features. Good features.
Okay. He rolled an 8.
Roll.
Are you kidding?
No.
Roll
Roll
again.
the dice. The
You
dice.
roll again?
Roll again?
Just
Roll
let
again.
it ride. Let
Guys,
it ride.
How many inspirations do you have?
This is my last one. Roll again.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It
Oh
would
my
be great
God.
if we could just like let things happen.
I literally didn't reroll my con save. I let things happen. I killed my character for that. Trust
Okay.
me. I let them happen.
He rolled a 21.
Thank you.
Okay.
The boar running up to you. You see that suddenly, as he surges forward, he reaches up, and as you go to claw him, he like flings the chains up and around your arms, and he has you grappled. They're not on you yet, but you are grappled.
Okay.
He's going to use his next attack to try and restrain you with the chains. I need you to roll an athletics or acrobatics. You are better at acrobatics, so please roll
Sure
that.
am. Mm. Oh, you bitch.
That's an natural. He can't. He doesn't
that
see
is
the
Oh,
touch.
Chris.
Natural 20.
With a
a
natural
third.
20, you
Oh.
slip completely out of his grasp.
I'm a wily little doggy.
And as you slip out, he says, "Shite! I thought I had her." That's his turn.
Grr.
Neo.
Oh, fuck. Does Neo care?
Doesn't Neo
Who cares
care?
that he's infected? Poor guy.
Yeah.
Also, Echo, for some reason on the initiative tracker, it's not coming up for me, but I rolled a 10.
You're in here, but it didn't. Okay, I'll update it. Oh, it came out at 10 anyway. Cool.
That's really weird.
That is really weird.
This
Neo's
music's
gonna
a little
cast-
too upbeat.
I literally don't hear music. I didn't know it was playing.
Yeah, I don't have any either.
I don't hear it
Me
either.
neither.
Well,
I heard it.
Yeah.
Something special.
I'm casting Fairy Fire.
Okay.
okay. That's a dex
and it'll
save.
be just here to hit nobody but Claudia. DC 17.
Claudia, dex save, please.
Sorry. I'm not used to being targeted.
It's fair.
Okay, okay, yes! I failed!
Good.
Never so
did.
happy to fail!
You are now gleaming with fairy fire.
Oh, there's the music.
Yep,
Yep.
I'm mixing werewolf with Twilight vampires right now, guys.
Sparkle pup.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else in your turn, Neo?
That is it.
Ooh, she glow.
Sparkle.
Velen, it's your turn.
Velen is going to use her celestial revelation. The wings are coming out. And she is going to move the other side by flying overhead, coming around to Claudia's other side, hovering over the bridge. And she's going to use a bardic inspiration for Knuckle, and she's going to say, "We're going to need you on this one, you big beautiful bear." And that is her. So that's her bonus action, and that's my turn.
You inspire Old Knuckle. Old Knuckle, hearing you, surges forward. Why is he invisible? Here we go. He surges forward. He says, "Never trust a boar to do a bear's job." And he runs up and he's going to try and grab you, Claudia. So
He's really strong, though.
Yes.
He's not gonna fuck this up.
Roll athletics.
And before that one.
No.
Shh. Don't put that in the air. Okay,
You
okay,
rolled a
okay.
12.
Oh my god, guys. So did I.
Roll
Release. Roll again.
Is it just okay?
Just a
it's-
flat d20.
Oh, a flat d20. Okay.
I mean, Knuckle does have bardic inspiration
He does.
Mm.
if he wanted to
Oh,
use
he
it.
does. I'll use it on this roll off. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Because I already rolled it.
Yeah.
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 You rolled a 5. I rolled a 4. I'll use a bardic. I need to roll.
The D.
It's a D.
Oh my gosh, these rolls.
I know. What the fuck's
Okay, I
going
rolled
on
a 5.
here?
So
Okay.
he grapples you.
Brr. Dog noises.
He grabs both of your claws. And he looks around and says, "These are dangerous. Don't let them get you." And he's going to
And he was like, "Yeah, got it."
try and
Too
bind.
late.
We'll tend to that. And he will begin to wrap the chain around your claws. He's using his second attack to try and restrain you. Please roll me acrobatics.
By the way, that was out of character.
What was?
Fucking
The
rolled an 11.
too late.
Oh.
God damn it.
You slip free.
Doesn't he
Did
have
somebody
advantage 'cause
grease this
fairy
werewolf?
fire?
It's not an attack. It's
I know. I was just preaching. My bad.
Artie.
This glitter wolf is slippery.
This werewolf is hard to get a hold of. What do you do?
I am going to creep over, get an angle from the side of this rock, and I'm gonna throw my moon dagger.
Okay.
I hope it works.
Yes, yeah.
God, what a good idea!
Moon dagger. I'm gonna throw it at Claudia's back.
Okay.
Have advantage.
Oh,
At
do I have
advantage.
advantage? Okay, cool.
Fairy fire.
You really
Not
do
even-
have advantage.
No.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
God.
god.
I'm the only one rolling fucking bombs
Neither of
over
those-
here.
Neither of those will hit.
I am going.
Just bounces off it, and I'm like, what the fuck?
The hilt hits her in the back.
No. It just misses.
Oh, it goes off the.
It just
okay.
lands. It lands like right here. He didn't even reach me.
Let's see. You're over there. Roll
Uh-huh.
me a d8.
Oh my
Yep.
god. Oh my god.
On a 6 or an 8, it goes off the cliff.
Already.
Okay.
No. Have it land close to
That's a
me.
1.
Whew.
Okay. It landed like right here.
Okay.
Never
cool.
so happy I haven't won.
I am going to.
You had to
pop
do it
out-
underhand, Artie, not
Ah.
overhand.
Ah, shit. I'm gonna pop out my Eldritch Protector. I'm gonna put it right about there,
Okay.
and I think I get to pop off one for everybody around.
He's so cute.
I believe so.
13 temp HP for everybody within 10 feet, which I think is everybody but Velen.
Are you gonna give it to me?
No, fuck no.
No, fuck off.
You're an
Are you
enemy
giving it
right
to
now.
Tremult?
Yeah. Yeah, I like this guy. We're going out for drinks when this is all over.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tuck behind this rock. That'll be my turn.
Okay.
Oof.
Gideon.
Okay. Gideon is going to.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. That's what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Because my doggy breath's in his face.
No.
He's
Okay.
scary.
18, don't worry about it.
What?
You're good.
Okay. Okay. So Gideon is going to do-si-do this guy,
Okay.
and he is going to pick up the dagger,
Sure.
and he's gonna try to stab Claudia with it. If I can do that.
Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead and make an attack.
Should I use my scimitar? I assume since it's a one-handed.
Yeah, just use your scimitar. It's just a D4 instead of a D8.
Yeah. And I have advantage. Yeah. Oh my god.
What's going on here?
No,
A
terrible.
17.
Terribleness.
That would have hit me had I not put this splint armor on. My AC is a 19 right now. Wait, am I holding my shield? Did I drop that?
Isn't your AC different as a werewolf?
It's
No.
increased a little bit. No, your shield would have been strapped to your arm.
Okay, so I do have it up.
Yeah.
Okay, then it
So-
doesn't hit.
Okay, but I got level 5, so I get another attack.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, you do.
come on. Old man. Do something. Oh, I rolled. Did it not come through?
Mm-mm.
Give it a second. Okay.
There it is.
God. It's even
Oh
worse.
my god.
It's
Nice.
even worse.
The dice are.
What is
Speaking.
what are the dice gods trying to
I
tell us today?
even made sure you guys had advantage.
They are
Oh.
telling a
Oh,
story.
They're telling a story, all right. They're telling me to go get fucked.
Seriously.
That's it. And with
Alright, Gideon.
my bonus attack, or my bonus action. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay.
Claudia,
Yes.
you never rolled a D8 to see how much your AC was increased by mobile evasive footwork.
I didn't know I used it.
You most certainly did.
Okay.
I mark her as my slayer.
Oh,
queen.
thank God.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's only 20 now, unless my AC changed as a werewolf.
It did. It went up by 2.
Whew.
Regularly?
You're in hybrid form.
Okay. So my AC is a 2.
22.
It's a 22 right now. Fuck. I should not have put this bomb ass armor on.
Well,
You
Okay,
didn't know
so
what happened.
I did use a superiority die though,
you did.
and while I'm still moving, it's a 22.
The werebore is
The other
going-
one.
Yes, the one who's still a boar. Has nowhere to go. He will. He can't. He can just make it here.
Oh man,
And he's going to try and bonk you.
I don't have anywhere to run, which is good right now.
That's not true.
Eh,
Jump
You
right
got a
off the
little
fucking
a little
cliff.
snack sitting in the back there.
Look at this little appetizer back here.
Yeah.
He has advantage. He misses with a 14. He will try again.
What is happening here?
I don't even think we've hurt you yet.
Yeah,
No, you have. You have.
Yeah.
Okay.
4
No,
points here and
another
there.
14.
Good, yeah.
No,
Yeah, I've got glancing blows.
the boar is ineffectual.
Hmm.
His heart's not really in it. He's like, I didn't expect to deal with this today.
Thomas has no way to get up and close to you. So he doesn't. He will step back. He looks at you and he just says, "Oh, fuck this." And he draws a longbow and he's going to take a shot.
Cute first aid ideas, guys.
Second date.
I was gonna say.
Second date, yeah. Yesterday I got my first kiss. Today he's putting arrows in me.
That's a 21. It doesn't hit.
Not metaphorical either.
Try again. He uses a second shot. Another 21. Just
Oh my gosh.
These are at advantage, right?
yeah, these are at advantage.
Ah!
Okay.
It's not terrible that you're not hitting me though, for reasons.
Tess, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Everyone is concerned.
Is there a way that I can come up to Knuckle and like hold another end of the chain and just perform the help action for my action?
It's not a bad idea.
Are you proficient in athletics?
I don't think I am. I am not.
Roll in athletics, and if you beat a 12, I'll say you can provide the help action.
Adrenaline is a hell of a drug.
15.
Yes.
Hey.
You provide the help
Yay.
action to Old Knuckle when he tries to make a grapple.
That's a good use of a turn.
Cool.
Claudia.
Wait. For my bonus action, can I yell something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna yell to Claudia, and I'm just gonna like be trying to reach the inner part of her that isn't a wolf. And I'm gonna say, Claudia, I know you're hurt. You don't have to hurt us too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens.
For
I'm
now.
gonna try.
Claudia.
Am I still going for Gideon's bones?
No, you're going to roll me a 1d2.
Okay. Dose.
Okay. You're going for Gideon's bones.
Bring it on.
Okay, so 4 attacks.
4 attacks.
'Kay.
Hold on.
They're
Oh,
old
okay.
bones.
They're old silver
first
fox
one is a
bones. I
trip
rolled really
attack.
bad. Sorry, what?
You're going to be making a trip attack.
Oh,
Okay.
You knocked an old man down?
That's pretty fucked up. Okay, let me mark off that. And I actually haven't used a trip attack in a while. Let me just quickly look. When you,
do
hit.
have to hit, so.
Okay, so that didn't work. So my second attack.
My AC is 18.
But did I
So-
still use the maneuver for it?
No, you don't use the maneuver
Right. Yep.
until
Okay.
until you hit.
I don't usually use it. Hold on. Okay. 18.
That's
That
the
does not
AC?
hit me.
I thought your AC is 18.
Oh, it is. I thought she said 15. Yep.
18. Okay. It's a
So
D6.
roll
plus-
damage.
Uh-huh.
D6 plus dex.
So that's 6 points of damage.
You are knocked prone, Gideon, if you fail on a strength saving throw.
Okay. So it's 6. So I have 7, 10 HP
Oh,
left,
hold on.
and-
I forgot. I have to add the D8 to the damage roll. So you took 8 points of damage total.
Instead of 6? Okay.
Yes.
You are not knocked prone. I do need to make a con save.
Okay.
DC
We're gonna-
16.
We're gonna be a full werewolf party, guys. Yes.
Yep.
You succeed. 2 more attacks, Claudia.
Uh huh. It's not good for my heart. Okay, that doesn't hit. Did that roll?
Nope.
Yep, there it is. Second one? Or last one? That definitely hits. Am I using another maneuver echo?
Silvery barbs.
No, you're not using the maneuver.
To give me
Uh,
disadvantage?
Silvery barbs. Re-roll it.
You beautiful gnome.
Okay.
I only hit it once.
And I'm gonna give advantage to Gideon on their next anything.
Okay.
Let me just make sure it's anything.
Echo, point of note, my AC doesn't maintain if I don't move.
Yep, it's now back down to
21.
21.
Come on, guys, it's so low. Okay, you just hit me.
Tremolt's turn. He's going to try. What is he going to try? He's going to try something here. He's going to. Well, you're already. Fucking hell. I was gonna say he'd knock you prone, but there's already advantage. He's just gonna try and hit you. That's all there
Okay.
is to it. He's just gonna try and bop you. It's an 11 to hit.
Nope.
And the second swing, 19 to hit.
Nope.
Tremont looks around and says, "Is this some kind of joke?" Neo, it's your turn.
And she's considered a monster, not a person. Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Well, shit.
Well, hell.
Well, hell.
Well.
And see now, Velen's over here now, so what? Here, have a. He's there. All right, we're gonna step back and we're gonna take an opportunity of attack.
You're already cursed.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. this is
What's
true.
another curse between
Strangers.
strangers?
Yeah.
Strangers that you just met.
Do I have to make an attack because he got out of my range?
Yes.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
That hits.
Uh-oh.
Fuck Neo in particular.
I guess.
4,
Damn, he's-
d6 plus 4.
He's not gonna want to hang out with us, you guys.
He's like, I just got here and now I'm already infected by the
You
like
take 8
cancer
points
curse.
of slashing damage, Neo.
The
and
least
then-
the person least involved in all this is the one who gets cursed.
yeah.
It's only just begun.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
It's only just begun.
I'll hurl a produce flame at her.
Okay.
Nope.
Roll a spell? Nope.
Oh, wait, it's advantage. She's
It is
glowing.
advantage.
Yes.
And I need to
I
make a
am a
con
glitter wolf.
save.
You do
hold
have
on,
to
I gotta
make a
make the
concentration check, yes.
18.
Yeah, you're still concentrating with fairy fire. Go
Alright.
ahead and roll the advantage.
22.
That hits!
Yep. Roll damage. Okay.
That's something,
7.
and it's full damage. Because it's fire.
That's all I got.
Sada woo.
Sad
No fucking awoo.
Shadow.
No awoo right now.
No more awoo.
I feel like if I ever get my mind back and Gideon says no woo, Claudia Wolf would just be like, ooh.
Anything else in your turn, Neo?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
Velen.
Right. Since I no longer have to attack with a longsword, I no longer have. I'm gonna pull out that silvered weapon that we bought.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to attack.
Rapier.
Sorry. I didn't mean to click it that many times. Okay,
Oh,
that
God.
does nothing.
Roll.
And Velen's just gonna say, I know you're in there. We're gonna get you through this. You're gonna be who you choose. My turn.
No,
There
that's
is nothing there. It's as though you're speaking to a monster.
Won't be the last time.
I'm a good girl.
It's now Old Knuckles' turn. With advantage granted by Tess, Old Knuckle is going to try and wrap his arms around you and grapple you
A bear hug?
in a way.
I told you I wanted to hug Old Knuckle.
Here it is. Roll athletics, please.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 15.
Oh,
Jesus.
What is with my dice today?
I don't know.
I've never rolled so fucking well in a time where I didn't want that to happen.
You just gotta. You have to want it. You have to want to
Roll again.
roll
He's
well.
trying again on his
Yeah.
second attack.
Okay, I want everyone to die. Hopefully.
You have to mean it.
I
I want everyone to die! God damn it, I rolled really poorly too. I'm too fucking strong.
Yeah.
The problem is I'm both strong and fast.
It is. That is the problem. As Old Knuckle was trying to get a hold onto Claudia, Old Knuckle's struggling with it, and the chains are... It's almost as if they're not long enough for your hybridized form. It's almost as if. They will fit, but it is not an easy time. And Old Knuckle is looking around and says, "This isn't working, we need to try something else." Artie, it's your turn.
So yeah, oh shit. Okay. I'm going to climb up on the rock to get a better angle.
Okay.
You're gonna see me take out the pistol, and I'm gonna fucking crank the dial all the way up. And I am going to firebolt. At advantage. There we go. I am going to use my only inspiration to make that a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So it is 2d10 plus 20.
Yep.
Plus 20. Dang.
Yeah, level
30
5, his
points
cantrip
of fire
increases.
damage.
Ow!
You see the pistol start just flames coming out the side of it, coming out of cracks like it's not sealed properly, and just a fatter fire bolt than you've seen him ever shoot before come out of there.
This is not good, guys.
Kaboom. And another, just in case anybody needs it, another protector cannon, little mitt, 11 temp HP.
You're giving that to
Oh
me,
yeah, I'll
right?
take it. No, fuck
it.
You have
you.
to be within
can't-
10 feet, buddy. Mr. Neo.
Not in 10 feet anymore. You're right.
Oh no.
So it helps Gideon though.
I forgot.
And I'll skitter on back behind there. I'm sorry! And he runs back.
No, a woo.
No, oh, woo.
When
Not a woo time.
when you see this massive firebolt slam into Claudia, Old Knuckle turns and looks at you, Artie, but he doesn't have a turn to say it yet.
I
What?
fucked up.
I told you.
Yeah, I fucked
Gideon,
up.
it's your turn.
Uh-huh.
I mean, okay. I'm gonna try it again with the dagger.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Gotta get a 22 this turn?
Yes.
No, no, 21.
21.
I don't have evasive footwork up anymore.
Yes, that's true. Just a 21. Just a 21.
That's
I
the
know.
21.
I got it.
Fuck me.
I got you, girl.
Oh no.
But it doesn't work.
And it's a 1d4
It's a D4 plus your dex.
plus my dex. Okay, so I rolled
What
a
do you mean it
d4.
doesn't work?
That's 3 plus my dex is 5, so that's 8 plus I did my Slayer's Prey on you. That's 13 points of damage, and it's the magical dagger of fuck you, were people.
Claudia falls unconscious.
As a wolf?
She doesn't change form.
Oh. Well, Gideon feels terrible.
As soon as
Alright, let's-
Claudia falls, Gideon says, not Gideon.
Gideon.
Sorry, you're Gideon. Old Knuckle says, "Shit. I didn't have time to say it. She can't be unconscious. We need to get her to the temple now." And he is immediately binding the chains around her hands.
Can I have Tess? Are we out of initiative? Can I have Tess run up and cast Spare the Dying?
That's not the problem here.
He will stop you.
Oh,
She's not
Okay.
dying. Her hit points are 0. But why don't you roll me a medicine check here, Tess?
I mean, like I don't I don't think Tess knows that.
Yeah, roll me a medicine check.
Let's see.
Would Neo be
I'm
able to
so
roll?
stressed. Where's medicine?
Neo, you could roll as well. Yeah.
Neo was in the
Twenty-
Feywild.
3.
That's a pretty good medicine roll.
Go through, please.
Claudia is unconscious, but she's stable. She's not bleeding out. Where the dagger stabbed into her, you see that the blood is not running red as you'd expect. It is black and thick. She is not in danger of dying. She is twitching and shifting Her mouth is gnashing at the air as Old Knuckle is trying to bind her. Her eyes are closed, but it is as though she is fighting off hordes of monsters in a nightmare. As he is doing this, he says, if we don't get the curse removed, if we don't get a greater restoration cast on her before she wakes up, you'll have lost her forever. We need to go now.
Hey,
Let's go.
we go now.
First, the chains need to be bound. He's going to roll for this, but anybody with survival can assist.
Yeah, I'll help him.
Help.
Both of you roll survival.
My dice are just not having it.
25. Okay. As the chains are bound up around you, Claudia, and you are unconscious, you have a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of this today. You are alone. The sky is black, but it is not black with darkness. It is black, the same black, corrupted color of the blood that you saw draw on Neo's flesh. The only sense of light you get is from the full moon. Surrounded by this inky blackness, the full moon filling the sky above you. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
I have one inspiration, so I'm just remembering that. Now's the time.
Now is the time. Not a good start. Okay. As the rest of the party is running through the woods, Old Knuckle is carrying Claudia in a fireman's carry, and all of you are rushing to keep up, as the old man seems to be able to move quickly through the woods when he needs to. Small trees and saplings are knocked over, and all of you are moving with absolute haste. Claudia.
Can I?
What is it, Hardy?
I was just gonna say, can I use my last spell slot to cast Expeditious Retreat on Old Knuckle?
10 minutes of Uber running. I'll take it.
I need you to make a con save, Claudia.
Okay. Natural 20.
As you're in this field, in the dark, beneath the inky black sky, the full moon filling the air around you, there is a sense of comfort from it. You feel as though moving in the moon's light is as safe as you can be, but you don't know where you're going. And as you're moving, it feels as though something's behind you. You turn to look. The hair on the back of your neck is standing on end. You don't see it. Whatever it is, it's distant. And while it may have noticed you, it doesn't seem to be making its presence known yet. The rest of you, as you're running through the forest as quickly as you can, you ran back across Steps Bridge. I need a perception check from one of you.
Tess?
Yeah,
I mean, Tess or Gideon.
I got it.
Go for it, Tess.
Only a 10, I'm sorry.
Okay.
As you are running, it is dark. and the path to Steps Bridge was not so easy to navigate. You first arrived, it was still daylight, and as it's getting dark, it is difficult to keep track of where you are and where you were. With a 10, and as you're running, Old Knuckle stops and says, "I don't know where we are."
Do I know where we are?
Roll survival.
Does
Okay.
the fact that he has a map that already magically took a picture of help?
No.
Okay. Damn it.
13's not
With a
terrible.
15, you catch a glimpse of the sky between the canopy. You have moved farther north than you would like. You took a wrong turn somewhere in your hurry to get away from the bridge.
Can I reorient us?
With a 15
Alright.
on survival, yes you can.
Okay. No, this way. Come on. We got off track.
Here's the map. Here's the map. And get in the map.
So, the map shows you the overall area and the way to Steps Bridge. But aside from Steps Bridge itself, there's no obvious landmarks.
Yeah.
You need to find one for this to help. Thank you. Meanwhile, Claudia, roll me a con save.
Okay.
Roll me a death save.
That's just a d20, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oof.
Roll that again, Claudia.
What's that?
Roll that again if you want. I'll
Do you have
burn inspiration for that. Sure do.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
As you're in the nightmare and you're moving in the moonlight, it is dark and it is growing cold. And while you're moving, trying to stay within the moon's light, as it seems as though it is setting, with no sight of sun, you hear other footsteps matching yours. And when you stop and turn to look, on the edge of the moonlight, it feels as though there is something hiding in the dark, matching the darkness behind you. A presence or an entity that is following you just outside of the light.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
She'll look into the darkness, and the only word that comes out of her mouth is Jericho?
You hear a whisper from the other side of you. No. I need a perception check, please, from somebody in the party.
I'll roll one.
You're the one, Neo. You've got this.
Break us out of the matrix. Let's go.
I got you. Did I roll? I did not roll. Why did you
Nope.
not roll? There we go.
Oh, much better.
Good. That's pretty fucking
26.
good.
Yeah. As you are running, you catch sight of a group in the woods off to your right. It looks like maybe it's not a full-on camp, but you see a group of individuals who look as though they're trying to make their way through the woods as well. They're not being hasty about it, though. And as you guys are blasting through the woods at full speed with Old Knuckle leading the charge, you're struggling to keep up with him, as the spell makes him faster than any of you are by default. And only when he worries that he got out of your sight that he stops and looks back. But this group sees you. Roll me an insight check. Neo. because you saw them.
God damn it! I'd like to roll. I rolled one good thing. Oh.
They look at you with confusion, curiosity, not fear. And as the party is moving, you see them begin to trail you.
Echo,
Yes.
can Tess say a prayer while we're running through the woods?
Absolutely. What sort of prayer?
She's gonna clutch the symbol, her holy symbol at her chest, and say, "Look, you told me I was worth something. Show me how. Take me if you want, but help me help her first."
Roll me a wisdom plus proficiency. As you're running, you see that suddenly there is a veil placed over your vision, as though you're suddenly looking through a lens that wasn't there before, a filter, and everything is black and white. The forest around you is dark. The only thing light around you are your friends. But Claudia, you can see, is in color. However, her massive woven head is surrounded with a dark storm of black and white energy. And when you look at her, you suddenly see visions of creatures, of monsters and beasts that are closing in on her from all directions. When you look away, they're gone, and then you look on her again, and they're a little closer. And all this you're seeing from well over 60 feet away.
Can I do anything about it? Can I talk to her, wherever she is?
You feel as though something or someone presses a hand to your shoulder, and you hear her say, "This one must vanquish their beasts alone."
Why'd you give me this gift if I can't use it to help anybody?
You feel a solid squeeze on your shoulder. You have helped more than you know, obviously. Pay closer attention. And the vision ends. Claudia, roll me a con save. Roll me a death save.
Oh, fuck.
The moonlight that you run in feels safe. The cold that presses in feels cutting and harsh. You feel as though you need to run to keep up with it, though. The moonlight seems as though it's moving away from you, and as you run to keep up on it, the footsteps behind you are faster. What once felt like you were being followed feels like you're being chased. What do you do?
think she'll remember that fight in that cursed place with her friends and her brother, and he was cursed, but he reached out to Valkeen. Valkeen gave him strength to overcome. She'll start sprinting to keep up with the moonlight, and she'll think, please help me. Please.
You say that. But more than ever, while you're being chased, with the footsteps around you, with the darkness clouding you, you feel alone. One more perception check, please.
You did a pretty good job before, Neo.
Yeah, you really did well.
Sure. Nope. I've had one good roll tonight.
That's the same roll I had.
That was everybody.
Gideon, roll me a survival.
Okay.
It is an advantage. You're in your favorite terrain.
Yes.
You would think as a dream druid I could help with dreams.
This isn't a dream.
Oh.
23.
Well, the fact of the matter stands, I still can't help with dreams.
It's true. With a 23, you know you're getting close to Endsmeet. You've been making record time as you are hauling ass through this forest, trying to get Claudia back in a very oddly deja vu moment of hauling a friend over someone's shoulder, making your way through the woods, only this time, there's no magic that can be pumped into Claudia. And Gideon, while you're running, you can see over Old Knuckles' shoulder. Every time he looks back to you for guidance and direction, every time you point out, you see Claudia whimpering and wincing, and her claws have been digging into Old Knuckles' back. Blood runs down his legs into the ground, creating a trail. But you keep moving. The smells...
Nothing else we can do.
Smells of the forest are vanishing into the smells of Endsmeet itself. You're getting close. Claudia, roll me a con save.
Just before I make the save, feeling that her prayer wasn't heard or ignored, she'll just whisper, I don't want to die alone. 16.
Okay. Despite the pressure around you, despite the darkness that you're running in, you hear as if right behind you, you're not alone. Do you look?
No,
Okay.
I keep running. Good girl.
The party suddenly emerges out of the outskirts of the forest into the Endsmeet proper. It is dark, as it is now dusk. One moment here. Here it is.
We're about to make this priest's day even worse.
Could be. Old Knuckle surges out into the clearing on the edge of Endsmeet. You are all right on the edge of town. And as that time passes, Claudia, roll me a con save.
Why would you put the Temple of Paris over here?
Terrible design.
Sorry.
Very bad for us.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. You grow faster in your run into the moonlight. You feel yourself bathing in it as you're running. You feel the strength of the moon emboldening you The fear that was tinkling at the back of your mind by whatever it was that's chasing you, you feel as though you're gaining ground on it. Claudia, you've always been fast, and this doesn't feel any different. The party, all of you, I assume, are running straight to the Temple of Pyrrhus, because that is the direction that Old Knuckle is hauling ass in.
No, Artie's
Yes.
gonna go to Tarley's real quick.
Yeah, you might want
Gotta
to.
get some supplies.
One moment here.
Might have some cool gadgets.
Old Knuckle hauls Claudia straight to the Temple of Pyrrhus, running all the way through town. And as he makes it to the outside of the temple, Claudia, roll me a con save. You're not out of this yet.
14.
Roll me a death save.
That's D12.
D12.
I accidentally rolled a D12.
Oh.
I accidentally clicked the D12 button. 16.
Old Knuckle bullies his way into the temple. Who's with him?
Me.
Me.
I think
Neo's there.
yeah,
I mean,
we're
I'm just making
Whoever
sure
could keep up.
everybody's here.
yeah.
All right. All
So
of
the
you.
priest is like, what the fuck now?
The priest, Targon, looks up at you. You can see he looks tired, and as he sees all of you rushing in again and as many times as days, he sees you all and he says, who is it now? And Old Knuckle, no humor, is rushing forward with Claudia, and he says, "It's her first turn." And as he's lowering her down, he says, "She fell unconscious." Roll me a con save, Claudia.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Okay. As you are running, always sprinting, always being ahead of whatever it is that's chasing you, you make it to the center of the moonlight. You feel surrounded in it. You feel a glow by it. And as you're running, you see ahead of you figures running in the darkness, running ahead of the moonlight. But they don't look like people. They look like creatures running on 4 legs, running on 6 legs, running on 8 legs. All sorts of strange, otherworldly entities that are moving faster than you, faster than the moonlight, but suddenly slowing and keeping pace with it. And as you're running, you make eye contact with one as it looks back at you, with 3 eyes of pure silver. Targon, leaning down over Claudia, he's looking up at Old Knuckle and he says, all right. We'll deal with price later. And he grabs his component pouch, begins spewing out diamond dust all over Claudia. Congratulations. You made it in time. He casts Greater Restoration on Claudia. As you're looking at this entity, Claudia, as you're running in the night in this inky black otherworldly vision, suddenly you open your eyes and you're looking down at Old Knuckle, and for a minute you're looking into the same 3-eyed face, almost of a gazelle, staring at you. But that vanishes, to be replaced by who? Who do you think would be right over you right now?
Who do I think would be right over me?
You see the face of Jericho glancing at you. Behind him, the tall, towering figure of Velkeen.
I think.
And then they're gone, and you see instead Velen and Artie and Gideon and Tess all of them surrounding you as you are yourself. You're back to a human. Well, shifter.
I think the first thing that happens is that Claudia blinks and a tear rolls down her cheek and she touches the tattoo over her heart of the silver coin. And you all hear her say, "He's not here, but he's with me."
Artie's gonna see this, and you see like finally after this whole tense moment, you see just a sigh of relief, and he runs over to Targon?
Targon.
Priest?
Argon.
Targon the priest. He gives him, I'm assuming he's still kneeling down over her, gives him a huge hug and hands him his whole gold pouch. All of his gold.
Oh.
And he just
The-
says,
The
thank you.
cleric
Thank you so much.
pulls out the cost of greater restoration, halved, about 200 gold, and he hands the pouch back to you, and he says, "That is my job. You're welcome."
Artie
Hey.
takes gold back. And he's still, thank you so much. Jeez, we needed a
It's a
break.
gesture.
Hey, if you got any more power in you, we actually need one more favor. She's gonna look at Neo.
To this point, Neo on the way here would have tried to heal, cover, and hide the wound.
It would not have healed.
Okay.
You could not heal, period, until you were removed cursed.
I guess the question is, would the group know that slash took?
I mean, Old
I
Knuckle.
mean, if we can see
told-
it.
Old Knuckle pointed
Old
it
Knuckle
out.
told us. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
like, unless you want to be a lycanthrope again.
No.
Simic.
There's the way it goes. Well, let's see how it plays.
Okay.
Elena's going to lie
Targon.
down on the floor and look at the ceiling.
Targon,
Look at Targ-
seeing you have a fresh cut that is corrupted, will gesture for you to approach.
Well, I cannot afford to pay for this.
This is a fresh one, so it shouldn't be quite as rigorous.
We got it. Don't worry about it.
I don't really know him.
I got it.
He got it, helping us.
It's really,
I don't know him. I don't know this bitch.
really remove curses, much less.
Okay.
And he casts remove curse on you. He says, "I just
Okay.
need 75 gold for that one." You are no longer inflicted with lycanthropy, Neo, and the wound, which was black and festering, suddenly runs with clean red blood as it begins to pour down your chest.
Ugh.
You said 75 gold?
Yes.
Man needs a
There
vacation.
you go, there you go.
I sleight of
what-
hand all of my gold into Targon's pocket
Aw.
with an 18 sleight of hand.
Oh,
You're
Tony.
fucking killing me.
Roll me a 18 sleight of hand. His passive sees it, so he just will you. He takes it out and hands it back to you.
I really can't thank you enough. I don't think you realize how much this means to us.
I
Is
think
there a
I
collection
might.
plate?
Yes, yes, there is.
Just
Neat.
put it in the collection plate. Oh
I want to
god.
let you know I cherish my gold truly. I really want to give it to you.
It really is a big deal. Velen is still lying on the floor. It's
I
like-
trust me. You're not the first. I understand.
Okay.
And he looks up at
Here.
Old Knuckle, who his face is white, and you realize he's very injured.
Oh, because I was digging my claws
You
in?
were slashing him the whole time.
Oh.
So
I love
Targon-
my bear, Dad.
Targon says, he will cast Cure Wounds on Old Knuckle, who had taken 83 points of damage from your slashes.
Oh my god.
What if he passed out on the way here?
Could have.
Would have been
Ah!
bad.
I don't know if anyone's strong enough to carry me. Other than him. I guess Thomas maybe could have. Maybe.
I also could have healed him on
That's
the
true.
way back.
Yeah, it's true. You
I-
would've had
I
to
mean, there were
catch
things
up
that
to
could
him.
have happened, but
I have
like
2 points to make here. One, Claudia's just curled up in the fetal position in Knuckles' arms. And 2, this is just an observation. Are the boars with us?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They stayed at the bridge.
Yeah, this makes sense. They're like,
Artie
"Oh,
comes
good luck.
over- Artie
It's
comes over
four.
and like group hugs you with in Old Knuckles' arms. And you almost hear like a little bit of whimpering, like trying to hold back tears.
Ew. I would hug him too.
While this is happening, Tess. While you are looking at Claudia, you hear a voice in your ear. Have faith in people. Not just the ones that have faith in me, or you, or any other god.
I've never been very good at that.
I know. And you feel something pinch your nose.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can trust this one. Probably. And the presence is gone as quickly as it arrived.
That group of people? I doubt they followed all the way to the camp, but
What
Yeah,
about
did
them?
I see what happened to them?
No, you rolled a dog shit perception check.
And you didn't tell us that you saw them, so.
No, I did not.
can we take a quick break so I can go pee pee?
Yeah, this is a good spot for a 10. So why don't we go?
Uh-huh.
10-minute
I
break.
didn't mean to.
You're fine.
Okay, I'll be right back.
BRB.
We didn't lose them both. We didn't lose them both by some miracle.
Damn it.
Despite
Okay, we'll
the
talk about
dice really trying to kill her.
As soon as we get
Those
back, I'll
dice.
talk about it.
Yeah. Go to the bathroom. Man, I need some candy. I'll be back too.
Me too.
So what did y'all think of the werewolf rules?
Yeah.
I mean,
Terrible.
I
Terribly.
don't think we got to explore them fully.
No, not fully.
Werewolves are scary.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
I had a little trick up my sleeve, Pen. That Echo probably wouldn't have went for.
What does that mean?
I was gonna offer, if she died, I was gonna offer some outlandish shit to try to save her. I was gonna offer what Artie cherishes most.
I have bad news.
His gun.
Nah,
You have that much gold?
I was ready to offer up to Melisandre some of my intellect score to try to bring her back, like a good chunk.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Like,
Wow.
I appreciate that, but it wasn't that she was dying.
well,
He was rolling death saves though.
She, like, who she is was dying.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
gonna be.
that's
a
what I
wolf
mean.
forever.
I was gonna be a chaotic, evil psychopath for the rest of my days. Like Claudia would be lost as we know it.
Yes, I was gonna try to offer up my intellect score as a tribute to give her another chance.
You are such a good bean, douche.
Melisandre technically is a
Hey,
god
Mel.
of second chances, right?
I'm sorry, who?
I'm sure my body wouldn't even be cold before Neo
Melisandre?
was like,
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the god of second chance. You know, my god's the god of second chances. So you know.
Melisandre is the goddess of rebirth
Yes, I'm sorry, that's what I
and
mean.
new beginnings.
Yes. Thought it fit
Not
a little
not
bit.
the god of second chances. That is a different individual.
I mean, to be fair, being a chaotic evil wolf would be a new beginning.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true.
"New
Yeah,
year,
you know,
new
my god
me."
doesn't
Eat
really
the person's head.
specify whether you have to be good or bad. Just don't make the same choices you did last time.
Mhm. Oh my god.
How you doing, Pen?
I was real close to being nauseous multiple times. Like actual dry heaving.
There's
But
a lot of saves.
it
A lot
was
of-
You had a long way to go.
Yeah, no, it was appropriate.
And we were having post-traumatic stress disorder flashbacks to yesterday the entire time.
the beautiful thematicness of
Wait, I'm pretty sure that was this morning.
carrying Lilibel and then
Right,
carrying Claudia
okay.
is so
The same day.
traumatizing.
Yeah, that's the same
Literally
day.
this morning.
Yeah, we
That's
lost
why Targon's so
Lilibel,
fucking tired.
and then Jericho.
It's been a day.
It's been a really bad day.
It's been a day.
The terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
We're
With
very
that being
lucky that
said-
Targon still had a spell slot.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Truly, I was worried about that. I was very worried about
I was worried
that.
about the components.
You don't know how high level he is.
We don't.
But
I was worried about the
he's pretty
components
dry
because
now.
we just had him do a greater restoration.
No, he did
No,
a
he
remove
did
curse.
Oh, okay.
He was probably gonna let her die, or not let her, but you know, if he had removed the curse on Lilibel, she could have passed safely and then been brought back. Potentially, but
Caught it in one.
Okay.
Oh.
damn, I had this new character planned and everything. But
It's not too late.
And-
I'll use my last inspiration to make her
Reroll
reroll
that.
that last
No.
save.
And
You don't want to keep Claudia?
no, I was kidding. I had a
Echo-
backup because Echo impressed upon me that it was a very real possibility I could have lost Claudia. Not because I wanted to change her, but I needed to be
Well,
attuned with the reality.
you are officially the second player I've had go through the werewolf rules. Werewolf rolls, I should say. The first one failed miserably with like 3 natural ones. So,
I had 2 natural 20s in those saves, so.
Mhm.
And Echo, it was not my idea to become a werewolf. It was my idea to have my god fix it. Like, yo, I'm out here doing this work for you. Come help me.
That wouldn't happen.
No.
Oh, I know, but he didn't.
Okay.
That would have been fun to play out in character,
No.
though.
You wanted to be a werewolf again.
No, because after he got denied, he would have had time to go back to the temple and be like, fix this, please.
Why didn't you say anything before? Oh, I thought it'd be cool.
And I just thought my god would take care of it. Lazy bitch.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Because I haven't really had to ask her for help yet.
You've been in 2 sessions?
I'm like, yeah, you just started playing this character.
That's not what I meant. I meant you'll
The
figure it out
character.
later.
You mean any god, really?
No, but
I was gonna say that's not true because Jericho.
How are you doing,
Just never
Emily?
mind.
What?
How are you doing, Emily?
Okay.
Did I see Jamino as a gazelle?
No.
Oh,
I was worried.
like,
It would have been colorful eyes if it were Jimino. don't
yeah,
think
I
it was
saw 3
Jimino.
eyes and I was like,
I thought about that too, though. I'm good. Tess is not good.
Okay.
Read that. I just need to lay down. I was like, oof.
With that being said, Artie finally did damage.
Dude,
Yeah,
is it
he
really
did a
plus
Artie.
20?
fuckload of
Artie,
damage.
you nuked me from orbit. And the moment you did that, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait. Like, how much does your cannon do? What the hell?
He crit.
I crit.
Oh, you crit. Okay.
He made
Yeah.
himself crit. When you were like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bump it up to a crit, I was like, oh no.
I do
Is
that-
2d10s.
Is that picture of Matt where he's saying, oh no? Hold on, I'll find it.
Yeah,
For-
as soon as I saw that 30 damage, I remember Echo going over the feet with me earlier, and I was like, oh fuck.
Nobody told us anything
Yeah,
in
like, you
character
couldn't-
about.
You could have
couldn't
said
know.
something, but he sure
Well,
didn't.
He tried to convey it, but he didn't have the time to before already nuked me, and then you stabbed me.
Yep.
So
Yep.
the
I
thing
mean,
is,
he
had
probably
a
should have
couple
led with
turns.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was my.
well, to be fair, the fight had not gone. Like, you guys really, no one really did any damage to Claudia until the
Yeah.
nuke.
Until everybody
So-
did a fuckload of damage to Claudia.
Yeah. But Old Knuckle was basically like, we need to restrain her. But then he saw how much damage they did in like 2 players'
He-
turns.
Alright,
He
So
was like,
this is
oh,
what-
fuck.
This is what Artie heard. Artie saw them trying to restrain and grapple, and he says, we have to try something else. I was
Yeah, it
gonna
wasn't
do
working.
something else until he said that, and I'm like, alright, let's just blow her up.
Well,
Can I
for-
read?
It's a,
Can I
it's a
read the
very
part of the
arty
feat?
decision.
yeah, you can read the part of the feat.
This is the part that when you were chipping me away, and I was like, hey, maybe throw like a burst of hit points my way. It is, if you are reduced to 0 hit points while in hybrid or beast form, your alignment changes to chaotic evil. You perceive all who were once allies as threats, and your paranoia overwhelms you. Until a remove curse or greater restoration spell is cast upon you, you cannot recover on your own.
Ooh.
Wait,
So, like,
the priest-
anytime
the
this
Yeah.
priest
happens,
ripped us off.
Yep. Uh-huh. But every time after my first transformation, I have control. So if I know I'm getting whittled down and I choose to be in a hybrid form, I would drop that form. So I would have the choice, but on my first shift, I did not have the choice.
Gotcha.
I had to be. So I was.
Wait,
my hope
if you
was that
get,
you
like,
were.
If you get crit while in hybrid form and you just go down, you're just screwed.
I am screwed unless Tess happens to have a remove cursor.
I am finally level 5, and it is my plan to just, while we're in Endsmeet, just like always have remove curse, just in
Yeah.
case.
You should
That's
always,
wise.
even when we're not in Endsmeet, because you have a werewolf in your party now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
As an
keep
as
it.
an
I'm just gonna keep
emergency.
it in
Mhm.
my. I'm just gonna keep it in my rotation.
Yeah, that's a forever problem for me now.
Yeah, I'm. It's a okay.
Tess doesn't know the
Yeah.
werewolf rules, but she's still just gonna always keep remove curse on her.
No, I'm just already got ripped off.
Already got ripped
I
off?
got ripped off?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because it was greater restoration and not remove curse.
He didn't keep my gold.
He took out for the
Hey,
component. He
Yeah,
did.
but he could have. You could 250 versus 75. You got ripped off, my
You
friend.
don't know what spell slots he burned.
That's true.
He
We
also
don't.
didn't take my gold.
He took enough for the
Component.
greater restoration. He did. He took like 200.
Not for me. He gave all my
Yes.
gold back. I tried
No.
slaying the hand
No,
and it
he
didn't
He
took-
said
I
He didn't
said
give it all
took
back. He took the cost of
cost
the-
half of a restoration.
Oh, that's all my gold. Oh, half?
Half,
yeah,
yeah.
half.
Okay, so I gotta remove 100 then.
I get
Or
paid
is
for
it
something and I just
125?
don't have any money.
You've gotten paid by the Ends Watch.
I have
Yeah.
230 gold on me. I don't know about you guys.
I had
I only have-
187.
I only
before
have
that.
60 right
I
now,
kept
and I haven't bought anything, so I don't
kept
know what I
spending
missed.
mine.
If you truly
Ah.
feel like the priest ripped you off, you can interrogate him about it.
No,
I'm
no.
ready to
Literally a
give him-
joke.
I was ready to give him all my gold.
No, it's all good.
My character has none of the information that
I'm gonna
as a
be
player have.
sending this fucking priest Christmas cards to the end of my days.
Well, I will say he didn't have any 3rd level spell slots left to cast Remove Curse. Or 4th level.
Greater restoration or fuck you.
He spent the 5th level on me too.
Yeah,
He's tired.
He's very tired.
he's out of gas.
He's like, I need to go to bed.
Please stop
Thank
bringing
God it's
people to me.
nighttime.
I took out the ice gold.
Wait, druids can't learn remove curse. It's feeling bad.
They can.
They can learn Greater Restoration. I don't know about Remove
Yeah.
Curse.
No, they can't learn remove curse. Only greater. Or resto.
You got it. I got it.
Ah.
Anyway, I gotta pee real quick.
Okay. Well, then you're just not allowed to die as the person with removed
Tess,
curse.
every time I gave
Tess.
out gold, I said to everybody, I'm like, all right, here's 22 gold. Everybody got it? I don't
You
think I
I'm
got
sure.
any of those.
I'm sure you did already. Like I. Oh no, I think I spent money on the
Did
tattoo
you buy
or
a
something.
silver weapon? Or
No,
a
I didn't. I
tattoo?
never. I
Get
never had.
bolts.
I bought a tattoo. I never had enough money
You
for
bought
a silver
bolts in the
weapon.
beginning.
I bought bolts in the beginning. I have some
You
bolts.
should have more than 60 gold, though.
Yeah,
'cause
I
you
feel like
stopped.
there was something I like. Well, I think also like I have trouble putting it in my D&D Beyond sometimes. Like sometimes I like put it in and it doesn't
You keep
take.
a paper track.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
You
after the
should definitely have
tattoo,
more than 60, but I don't know how much.
Emily, I would just love to bring up this great point where Tess wasn't sure about her place in the party because she didn't know how useful or quintessential she was, but now she's the only one who can cast Remove Curse. And
She doesn't
she's
know that
basically
yet.
Claudia's emergency button.
She doesn't know that yet,
That's
but
true.
yes.
you
Well,
were her
hopefully,
lifeline now.
yeah, hopefully Knuckle actually fucking explains that.
I think you will.
Now that he has a chance, now that,
Yeah.
you know.
She also like
We're not in the
doesn't
middle of a
really.
fight.
She also really doesn't have a concept that she's leveled up yet. You know, like
Yeah,
we
that's
don't
something
get
when we go
I
to
anything.
feel like I
Yeah.
sleep.
leveled up.
And then you wake up and you're like, I have more
Feeling
gifts from my
stronger.
god now.
Yeah, I actually kind of like the symmetry of that, of sort of like Tess being like, I'm useless. Oh my god, I'm useless, and then she wakes up the next day and she like
Wait a minute.
has
Mhm.
new set of powers.
There's a whole lot, guys.
That being said,
Who chose this?
Yeah.
Spells. Yes, you did.
It's that meme where the kid sticks a stick into his bicycle spoke and falls over, blames someone else.
Yep.
Yep.
Ah, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Did the moon do this to me?
Well.
I did nothing to you, bitch.
Ooh, I get to pick second level spells now. Fuck yeah.
Not yet. We don't know, dude. We don't know if we have another battle to fight. If this like shine
Okay,
place.
I'm out of
If
spell
Echo
slot
throws another
anyways.
battle at us, I'm gonna have a real life talk with him.
Yeah,
I'm out
that's
of-
Like, what the fuck, man?
That's a fucked
I'm
up
out of
thing.
spell
Haven't we been
slots
through
anyways,
enough?
so it
I mean,
doesn't matter.
we
Hi.
literally were on a scouting
Can I have a
mission so that
soda?
we could prevent a thing. Like, we're not out of the woods here. Like,
But
we
it
were.
seems like there's a non-zero chance that we have more fighting to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got my bardic inspirations back, except for the one I gave to Knuckle. That's all I've got back, though.
Yeah, I have my
No
I have
spells
Endless
have burned my
Simplicity.
wings. I'm just a person
Yeah.
who is
I'm
vaguely
just-
shitty with a sword.
I got a pistol. Oh my god, I have a spell that I'm taking invisibility.
Invisibility is a great spell.
Oh no! Oh no!
We'll never see him
Any
coming.
party with invisibility, this is gonna be bad.
Yep.
Oh yeah, short people with invisibility.
It's not greater yet, but I don't think I get greater until like 15 or 16.
Yeah, you don't get 5th level spells for a long time.
Yeah, I might.
That's not where
I
you
got-
get your advantages.
Nah, I know.
All right, are we ready to get back into it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It is dusk. The suns have set. You stand outside the Temple of Pyrrhus. It has been a trial. And as Old Knuckle looks over you all, he says, "As far as first turns go, that was among the worst I've ever dealt with. But everything went out okay in the end, as we're back in town, and you're not
That's
dead.
all I feel from here, right?
You can't get any lower than rock bottom. And you
Ian
didn't
scrubs his
die.
face.
And he will slam you on the back, Claudia.
She takes it, but she doesn't seem to register that it happened. She's more like staring into the woods, the direction they came.
Now, we didn't see any sign of the folks that were supposed to attack the Shine Haven, as it were. So,
Well, there was just those two.
idiots.
Yeah, at the bridge.
I kind of liked them after we get to know them.
They did help.
Good people.
Maybe they still will. They cut the bridge at the right time.
Well, if they're following Vera's orders, we gotta hope that they understood what she meant. But they seemed competent enough at least to cut a rope.
Can't believe that we're relying on Vera to do the right thing.
You got any other option?
Nope.
Speaking
But we
of,
should,
He is I'm gonna go to the ends watch and
Yeah.
see if
I have a question before we go.
What is
When
it,
can we
Burley?
get Jericho's body?
not right now.
in the morning maybe, when we can see what we're doing.
Okay.
I got a pretty outlandish idea. The
Does
enemy
it-
of my enemy is my friend, right?
Sometimes the
Well-
enemy of my enemy is my slightly less demanding enemy.
With that being said, are we
I head to
keeping
the
that-
ends watch.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna follow
Just in
Gideon.
the middle of already talking.
Just Artie's talking, and Gideon's
Yep.
like, I'm tired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tess is gonna look at Neo and say, You don't owe us anything. We got you in trouble. But we can use every hand we can get right now. You don't mind? If you do mind, I blame you.
I can't go anywhere without her. As he points to Velen as she walks away.
You realize that that's really creepy, right?
How else would you like me to say it?
You could maybe explain that you don't want to hurt her?
If I wanted
Right?
to hurt her, it would have happened already.
I mean, fair, but also, I don't know, anytime a strange person that is as powerful as you wishes to take someone else somewhere against their will, that's a little creepy.
Listen, I don't have all the answers. And do you have a symbol of your god in like open view?
Symbol emblem.
Yeah, Jamino is head symbols hanging around my neck.
And from what I can tell, you follow your god too.
So you're on your god's orders to bring Velen to your god?
That I don't know yet. Honestly, it's just as much as a mystery to me it is to you.
Okay. Well, one thing that would be useful is if you were to maybe tell Velen that it's a mystery and like communicate openly.
Sure. We really haven't actually had time to do that.
Really haven't. But just wanted to check. Okay. But really, thank you for your help. Sorry that you got hurt.
It's not the first time, and it won't be the last.
Probably not for any of us.
So where are we going?
We're going this way. You can follow me.
When everybody ran off when he was talking, you see a little bit of sadness in Artie's face, and he walks back to the lodge.
When
Oh.
you start to leave, Old Knuckle would say, "Where are you going?"
I think I need a drink. It's been the fucking worst day.
That's fair. You want any stew?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Come on my place.
Okay. He'll follow Old Knuckle.
Okay.
So we're all going to the ends
purveyor of
watch,
soup.
right? Yeah, the soup giver.
Uncle's last name is actually Soup River.
You don't even know his first name.
Old.
Yeah, that's it.
Another.
How many hit points do I have, by the way? Am I at 1?
You're at 1.
Oh boy.
Yep.
I look like shit. Poor Elon.
So, the party's splitting up into 3 groups?
Why 3?
Why 3?
I don't know. I'm
two.
confused.
Two,
We're all
we're-
going to the
we're
Ends
going-
Watch. Mine is
we're going
already
to the
a
Ends
knuckle.
Watch except for Marty and Uncle. Marty and Uncle.
Marty and
Well,
Uncle.
old Knuckles not a part of
Marty
it.
and Uncle.
But you all head to the Ends Watch. You notice that Thomas is following you, and he's been very quiet all the while. And as you arrive at the Ends Watch, let me grab you and just drag you up here. As you arrive at the Ends Watch, you see that there is... I am blanking on the NPC's name. Shelby is there, seated at one of the tables, and she looks up at you and she says, "Oh, you all look like shit."
You ain't kidding.
Feel like it too.
All right. I assume you're here to talk to Slight.
Yeah, she here?
Yeah.
Yeah, one second. And Shelby will get up and knock on the door to the actual main building. Slight pops it open and looks out and sees, oh. Well, you all look extremely worse for wear. And she steps out into the proper, and looks over you all and looks at Thomas, who, anybody with a passive insight above a 15 can see that Thomas looks not, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like he's seen a ghost. It looks like he's recovering from a fear. Maybe a terrible memory or something like that. Thomas will just kind of nod at Slight and she'll say, "Okay, well, you're all back and there's not been an attack on the Shinehaven, so I have to assume you were successful, but you all look terrible."
Yeah.
What happened?
We lost Jericho. And Claudia's gone through her first change.
Slight sits down.
And we didn't find
We didn't
the
find the
raiding
scouting
party.
Yeah.
We just found the people that, what's her name? Vera left there to cut the bridge in case the raiding party came.
Steps Bridge?
Yeah, that one.
You see Slight suddenly looks thoughtful. Why?
Apparently, Raynor took the majority of the Moonies and turned on her. So she just had a few loyal people who claim they want to be more reasonable, who didn't want to attack. You haven't seen anybody coming this way?
No. That's terrible news, honestly. Vera was the reasonable one of the two.
That's what we hear.
How long ago was this?
I assume out of character I have some concept of how long
you can
it's
just
been.
tell me. It's been about an hour.
Yeah, been about an hour.
Okay. Well, if Vera is acting against Raynor, well, I don't trust her or her people. That's better than if they're both acting against the Ends Watch.
They tried to help us. Her people, they tried to help us contain Claudia.
Huh.
I wasn't expecting it. They didn't owe us anything. I kind of tried to murder them really hard.
That's...
Which I'm still dealing with that, but never mind. The important part is, we don't know where they're at. I mean, we know where those two are. They're at Steps Bridge, but we don't know where Raynor's people are.
They cut the bridge, is what you said, or they were going.
They were going to. I don't know if they actually did or not. They
They're
were
gonna
going to
cut
if they
it.
saw them coming.
Yeah.
Hold on. And Solite snaps her fingers, and an eagle appears on her shoulder. And she says, "Would you kindly go take a look at Steps Bridge?" And the eagle just kind of flies off the shoulder.
That's a neat trick.
Before she
This
goes,
dude's just standing here.
yeah.
I don't think Solite hasn't even noticed you yet, Neo. But what were you gonna say?
How long does it take to get to the bridge from here? If flying through the sky over.
By a bird's view, maybe 20 minutes.
Okay. As she. No. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna sit here and watch and see what happens if she hasn't noticed me yet.
Okay. She is looking. I mean, a lot of news was just dropped in her head, and she says, "Do we know what happened to Jericho?"
I know what happened to his body.
Something real bad.
It's hard to.
And Gideon kind of looks at Claudia pointedly,
I
like
see.
he doesn't want to go into detail.
She's just looking off into the woods.
We'll have to go get it once it's light and we know what's going on out there. He's hanging from a tree over the river.
The tall
Downriver.
elven woman of Solite crouches down next to you, Claudia. She looks you square in the eye and she says, "I'm so sorry." She
Too.
gently, strokes a couple fingers through your hair. And she says, "I lost my husband to the werewolves as well."
To these werewolves?
Yes. Maybe not these exact werewolves, but 60 years ago. Similar folk. I know what it's like to lose someone you rely on. But you're not alone.
Does it get easier?
It'll hurt every time you remember him. She tries to pull you into a hug.
She'd let her.
She hugs you for a long time. And then she says, "Being with friends makes it easier."
Okay.
When she finally lets you go, she kind of ruffles your hair a little bit. "Where is Artie? Who are you?" First,
Nope. What were you saying?
who are you? Who are you? Who is this? We're talking about
Neo.
trade secrets here. Where the hell did you come from?
You can trust him.
Popped out of the sky, kinda.
What?
He's a fae.
Yeah, I mean it was he came from the Feywild.
You see, she kind of narrows her eyes at you, Neo. She does a vague.
He's been
She does a
trying
vague
to help.
gesture, which anybody with Arcana are any of you proficient in Arcana?
Claudia
Yes.
is, for some reason.
Okay, the two of you
I'm
recognize
proficient.
it's kind of a deceptively hidden somatic gesture, but she casts a spell with this quick little
Oh,
flip of her
shit.
hand. She's looking at you, Neo, and she says, "The Fae. The interesting thing about the Fae is you can't trust them as far as you can throw them. The big ones. So
Is there a save to this spell?
It's just detect
Okay.
magic.
Oh, okay.
You
What
also
are you getting
don't
at?
know that she's cast a spell. She says, "How trust you. My employees here seem to.
Helped us.
Well,
I mean, mostly. We
Oh,
mostly
well,
trust him.
The fact
I don't
of
really
the
want to be
matter
alone with
is,
him.
this goes both ways. How am I supposed to trust you? I was literally brought in to fight a werewolf, and I just met them an hour ago, two, however long it's been. So why can I trust you?
I don't know you. I suppose you can trust me. But I can't trust you in. I don't know anything about you. Aside from the fact that you have a very macabre getup.
It's a
Light.
vibe. It's a whole vibe.
Light, if we get attacked tonight, he's powerful. If we need everybody,
I mean,
and
I
he's
don't know. I don't know that you're helping with the trustworthy thing when you say that.
Yeah, it kind of puts me in a bad light.
He helped us. He didn't have to.
Okay. Well, if the wild
said
Sorry
that-
about that, Neo, by the way. I didn't mean to do that.
Nope, you're fine.
If the Wild Hearts vouch for you, well, it is what it is, and I can't deny it. I can't argue with it. I trust them. So, I guess welcome to Endsmeet. I'm not hiring you because I don't know you, but you're welcome to be here.
That's alright, I'm not here for money, so it works.
Oh, the best kind of adventurer.
Gideon's been kind of pacing, and he goes up to Slate. He's like, "Can I ask you something?
Yes.
In this haven, do you know who's in there?
Right now?
Yeah.
You see, she thinks about it, and she glances over at Shelby. And Shelby says, a couple of jackal-wares? They're hiding right now.
No, no younger girls.
Shelby, thinks about it. I don't know. They didn't change, so... They could be younger girls, I don't know. It's just the two of them.
Do you mean they can't change back, or what's going on?
No, they just didn't. They asked for Haven, and that's the rule of the Shine Haven. If someone wants to be part of the Sentinels of Shine and you're in trouble, we let them in.
So it's not only people who are experiencing transformations. Anybody who needs help.
Anybody who... Well, we lock up the ones who are transforming.
Yeah.
Because... fuck. You lose control. But...
Yeah.
If someone
we
needs
follow.
help, and they want to help the Sentinels, and they're telling the truth, we let them in.
You know their names?
Dunnerin and...
I hoped it was them. I hoped when you said jackals that it was
Good.
them.
Good.
I was worried. I
You
was
know
worried
these
about
two.
those two. Yeah. Yeah, we ran into them, and we lost track of them. And I'm glad they made their way to safety.
We did promise them that they'd be safe if they came here.
That's it. That's all the people that are there.
Right now.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Solite says, you don't seem satisfied with that.
I'm not satisfied.
Who are you looking for?
We lost Lilibel. We've lost Jericho. I've been here this whole time, and I'm no closer to finding my nieces.
Your nieces?
Yeah.
Who are they?
A couple girls are not from here. Her names are Grace and Lily. My brother and his wife died. Somebody killed them. I don't know I got there and the girls were gone, and I've been looking for them.
How
I
long
thought
ago
with
was
all of this, maybe almost a month now. So it's not. Thank you for telling me. It's not your fault.
No, it's we can make we can. There's a list, as it were, of people we're searching for always. And we can add Grace and Lily to people to look out for. Would you maybe give me a description?
Yeah. Yeah. Grace is about 10. And Lily's 13. Now they've got dark hair, like mine, or like mine used to be. And blue eyes, both of them, like their mama.
I'm sorry you've been struggling here. We will help you, as you've helped us. Thomas? And Thomas, who's like been kind of gazing off into the middle distance, looks up. Hi, yeah. And Slight says, you've said before that you've noticed the Moon Clan's camps are constantly changing. Did you happen to see children amongst those camps? And Thomas kind of rolls his head as he's thinking, and he says, the northeastern camp never did, but when we ventured west, before they caught me, actually, there was a whole gaggle, flock. They had lots of children at their western camp. I can't say is that any match that description, but I didn't get that good a look. But maybe after some recovery, I could lead you that way.
That'd be great, thank you. We did talk to those werejackals who said there were kids in the camps, but most of them were with their people who acted like their families anyway.
Well, maybe they know more than I do. And when they feel safe and secure enough to come out of the haven, we can talk to them about it a little bit further. Maybe get some more information as to which camp likely has the orphans, as it were.
Yeah, thank you.
Gideon,
Yes, Claudia.
do you have anything of theirs on you?
Yeah,
Clothes, toys?
not clothes, but he would go into his bag and take out. He's got a hairpin and a scarf that he took from his brother's house.
If I get a good scent, I might be able to help you find them better.
Sure, sweetheart, if you want to. You don't have to do it right now, though.
Okay, but if I smell them now, I can remember.
All right, he'll hand over the stuff.
I have one shift left, so I'm going to use it to get advantage to commit their sense to memory.
Roll a perception check at advantage. Which is which, do you think?
Are you asking?
I'm asking Gideon, which item belonged to which child?
The hairpin belonged to the older girl, Lily. The scarf was Grace's.
Okay. That's a really good roll.
Yeah.
Aww.
With a
Lovely
21,
Papa. But Claudia.
you lock in the sense of these two kids. You know that if you smell them again, you'll know them.
Okay. Or if I smell where they've been recently, I might be able to pick up traces of that. Okay. I hand them back to him and I say, I'll help you. There's nothing more important than family.
He looks guilty, but he takes the things back and says, thank you. Thank you, sweetheart.
So what are we doing now?
Well, you look like you need a rest.
Yeah,
I think
Slight
we
looks
might
outside and
Need to
says,
go to bed.
Night's rest. Captain's orders.
We don't know when they're going to attack.
So the more rest you get before that.
Yeah, she's right.
Would it be
We're in no state to help anyone right now.
would it be better to maybe stay at the Haven so if it needs help immediately we're already there?
I don't think so. Because if you're all at the Haven, that's more attention if they don't actually know where the Haven is.
Yeah, they don't
Okay.
know. They shouldn't know.
They just know it exists.
It's a carefully guarded secret so far, so...
Looks at Neo.
He didn't come here to mess with them.
I don't think even he knows what he came here for.
Apparently, he came here to mess with me.
Why do you always assume the worst?
It's been a bad day.
Yes. Been that kind of week, son.
Claudia?
Yes.
Do you want to share my tent tonight?
Yes.
I don't think you should be by yourself and, you know.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Well, we need to go back anyway, see if we can find Artie.
Yeah.
As you guys kind of wrap up here at the End's Watch, Artie, is there something you've been doing? Maybe a conversation, or have you just been quiet? Which I doubt.
We've been talking. Artie's getting hammered. I don't know if old Knuckles drinking. I was trying to think of a way to thematically explain how I get my arcane firearm. So I want to spend the night getting wasted and have
Whippy.
visions, and then have visions of my the encryption, because it says I have to inscribe runes onto a rod to do it. So that's kind of what I want to work on tonight for my arcane firearm feat. And
Sure. If
yeah.
you ask Old Knuckle for a means to get wasted, he would share with you brandy.
Ooh, nice.
Little gnome drunk on brandy.
So he's gonna, for
Symbol.
quite a bit, he's gonna hear Artie rambling about just nonsense, and he is gonna ask him if he has a place that he can work on. I got a stroke of genius. I need to get this down now. I'm gonna lose it if I don't. You got somewhere I can work for the night?
There's a workbench that I use for the carts out in the yard.
Perfect. Alright, don't mind me. I think I got this. It's right there on the tip of my nose.
All right.
You're gonna see him scruffle out, and for the remainder of the night, he's gonna hear shit popping, loud noises. I am gonna take a point of exhaustion to work on this.
Okay.
Artie's unhealthy coping mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which does mean you'll not get spell slots.
That's fine.
Okay.
Oh man.
So, everybody but Artie, you return to the lodge.
Yeah.
Just trying to think of a way to thematically explain this, even though it's just a feat that I get.
Jericho off the board before I cry.
Oh, calm down. He's gone. Neo. You
I don't have a
approach the
token. I
lodge.
can't see them.
Oh,
I
actually,
know. I'm getting there. Hang on.
Okay.
I have to take a long rest. I just read the spell. It says after taking a long rest, I can do the inscriptions.
Have you taken a nap before working all night?
I'm just gonna say I started working on some shit, fell asleep drunk, and then woke up and it came to me.
Oh,
Sounds good enough.
You're no
Because
longer
it-
fairy fired. Hold on.
Yeah, I just read the thing.
Oh no.
When you finish a long rest, you turn a wand, a staff, arcane into your arcane firearm. Okay.
So you do come to the lodge, or do you say?
I'm gonna say I fell asleep in his backyard.
Okay. All right, Artie, you're not here. The rest of the party, you arrive at the lodge. It is fairly busy, as it usually is, getting into the evening.
was gone, Velen is going to be very nervous about Artie not being here, and she's going to try to find him.
Yeah, same with Tess.
I mean,
like,
that's
Tess
kind
will
of
also
fair. The
peel
last
off.
time we didn't know where our party
Tess
member
will
was,
also
he ended up
peel
being
off.
beheaded.
Yeah.
So
I was
Yeah.
about
That
to
being
say.
said, Fortuna Station is very close.
that's
And
true.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
would-
we'll find
Artie-
him. I'm just
Artie
you
saying.
is
could
loud.
probably hear him cursing in the backyard.
Okay, once we figure out where he is, we'll
Yeah,
calm
we
down. Just
Thematically speaking, cutting to it, you find him, bring him back.
Tess will boop him with guidance for whenever he wakes up.
while we're there,
Yeah,
I don't remember it from our last session. Did we tell Knuckle that Jericho was dead?
You said you could.
Yeah,
find him.
Yeah, he was
with
there.
That's
you.
what made Claudia
We
change.
found him. Okay. Oh yeah, he was there. Okay. I know they were kind of close.
We asked him, have you even seen Jericho? And he was like, no.
And that, yeah, he was there. Okay,
Yeah, he was
when
well
you
aware.
find Artie, he is wasted.
that's all right.
I'm gonna make it so much stronger. You don't even know. It's gonna be.
Artie-
boom.
Let me give you a piggyback ride back to the
Huh.
lodge. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this. You turned me down last time, and
Yeah, I know. This time it's my idea.
Looking out the door, Old Knuckles sees you get Artie, and he says, "You all have a good night now."
Yeah, you too, Knuckle. Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too, Artie.
Yeah, good talk. Good talk. Thanks for listening.
Oh no.
You see, he takes another drink of brandy and goes inside.
You needed it. You needed it after that.
When we get to the lodge, we'll tell Neo this is where we've been staying out back here. I got room in my tent if you need.
Appreciate it, but trees are my thing.
All right, that's fair enough. Just wanted to give you the offer.
Appreciate it.
now that we have 5 minutes to rub together, do we have 5 minutes to rub together?
I think we should go back to where the tents are. That's where we
Yeah,
are.
yeah, that's where we are.
I was just thinking.
Claudia, roll me an
Maybe-
insight check.
Okay.
What were you thinking, Miss Mellon?
I was thinking we could maybe sit down around some food, and Mr. Neo here could tell me what the hell.
With a 16, Claudia,
I move.
when you walk by the stables, you have to go around that wall.
Oh, okay. It's so small.
It's a wall. You have to go around it.
Listen.
When you walk by the stables, Claudia, you notice the horses shy away from you. They never did before.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, where the hell am I? I was distracted.
Have I ever noticed that, like, around Knuckle works with horses all the time? Do they shy away from him?
No.
Have I ever seen Thomas near a horse? Because he's a werewolf like I
As I'm
am, so
thinking
maybe it's
about
a bear
let me roll
versus
a D1
wolf.
here. There you go. Yes, you've seen Thomas near a horse.
They react that way.
No.
Okay. Mull that over quietly. Sit around this fire.
Hang on, I'm gonna pull Velen over here.
Yeah, I was trying to find myself.
You were at the front door.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
So, Tess, are you meaning to be all the way over here?
Oh, sorry, no, I wasn't sure where everybody else was. Thank you.
It's all good. You all return to the humble campground that is the comforts of home that you've gotten used to. Your tents are as you left them. The campground is picked up as always. The strange, crazy old person that walks around cleaning up everything seems to have been by. But as you all are getting yourselves comfortable, the window suddenly opens, and Liam is looking out at you all. And he says, "I have heard you've had an unpleasant day today. I happen to have a new kettle of hot chocolate. Can I interest
Oh,
you?"
bless. That sounds amazing.
You got brandy for it?
I can put brandy in yours if you'd like. I'm
Ah,
not
yeah.
going to taint good hot chocolate with shitty alcohol.
Got any good alcohol?
I have plenty.
Yes, yeah, that. I
Oh,
need inspiration.
That is not what I would call it, but I will do it again. He closed
thanks.
the window. Go and retrieve beverage.
inspiration. I think we could all use a little of that.
I'm just so close to getting it. I just have to put the technology that I use for the bag, and I need to find a way to channel it into the gun, and then it's gonna go boom bigger, and it'll work.
If there's anyone who can do it, Artie, I have faith in you.
Are
Yes.
you sure you need more alcohol? As
Uh-huh.
Liam walks up.
Yeah,
He
you got
sets
to-
down a piping hot, like tall iron kettle that smells of chocolate that he sets near the fire. And then to you, Artie, he hands a bottle. It's maybe half a pint looking bottle of, when you investigate it, it smells of whiskey.
This'll do it. This will do it.
You all have a pleasant night. And he leaves.
Thanks, Liam.
Night, Liam.
Good night.
What
Or
a
good
good
morning
guy.
to some.
Ugh.
I always knew he was a good guy.
So, there's nothing quite like hot chocolate.
Hey, scary guy. You ever find out why you're here? Why you like Velen?
You know they say too much alcohol will kill you.
Ah, no. Werewolves might, spiders might, but not the alcohol. Why do you like Velen?
I think like is probably not the right word, Artie.
Yeah. I mean, he said he has to follow you. That's people you like.
We're gonna talk about this later.
Okay.
I would like to know, Neo.
Yeah, I'm a little curious too.
Yeah, well, so would I. It's. When your God tells you something, you do it.
What did
I
your
don't
God tell
have-
you? Find me.
Find someone with the
You-
marking in their. Good.
Just as you've said that, Neo, Velen, in your head, you hear, now see, that's an example. Perhaps you should follow.
Your God tells you to do something, do it.
Okay, but he doesn't even know what he's doing. So, you want me to not know what I'm doing? That's a great example for me to follow.
Don't
You're saying
you
that out loud.
already?
What?
Don't you
Sorry,
already?
Echo and Bryn were talking at the same time and I got confused. What did you say?
Who are you asking?
You echo.
You.
You hear in your head, don't you already?
Yes. What did your God tell you?
Something about this mark, and you carry it. 2 seconds, let me pull it back up.
She looks throughout her. Yeah, she doesn't have any visible symbols on her, right?
No. I mean, she's got freckles that are kind of star-shaped. Azamar bullshit. But she doesn't have a visible sign to match the sigil that was described. She probably should, but she's a shitty Azamar.
Listen, I saw it when I was in the Fae.
Okay.
Looked like it was on a deer. Gazelle of some sort. I don't know what it was.
A gazelle.
When I approached it, I fell out and was presented with you.
When he says gazelle, Claudia perks up.
Look, I've been called a lot of things in my time. Gazelle is not one of those things.
Neo?
Definitely don't look like a gazelle. I don't. It was deer, elk.
Neo.
One of those varieties.
Did the
Yes.
gazelle have 3 eyes?
DM?
Roll me a post-emptive perception check.
Post-emptive for what?
That's not a passive perception thing? Okay, I got you.
No.
Nat 20.
Really?
We're at 28, yeah.
Damn.
Fuck.
Behind the burning symbol that really made it hard to see anything. Yes, it did.
Yeah, it sure did.
Are you two having a moment now? What is happening? Do I know anything about a 3-eyed gazelle?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Connected with dots. It's pretty damn good.
25. You remember reading an excerpt about a strange entity that's not native to the prime material plane. It's not divine, it's not infernal, it's not fiendish, and it's not fey. It's something else, and it seems as though it has a subtle influence over a lot of things, and basically everything you read about it was that it didn't tie itself to the sort of rules that many other powerful entities did. And a lot of people simply referred to it as the outsider.
Okay.
It was described often as a 3-eyed gazelle.
I know a story about this.
You're already off to a better start than me.
I only saw it today. I'd never seen it before in my life.
I've never seen it. I read about it, and stories are kind of a bard thing, you know. And it's something beyond the normal. It's something beyond rules and structures and into something else. It's called the outsider. And I don't know what it could have to do with me.
But Neo, didn't you say your god told you?
Well, my god told me to find the one with the symbol. It seems you carry the symbol. I don't know.
I mean, all right. Well, you found me.
Yep, sure did.
And your god hasn't told you what to do with me.
Well, not yet. I didn't think I'd find you so soon, so...
Claudia, what
They're
do you
like
mean
that.
you saw that today? We were with you the whole time.
After we were fighting and everything went black.
Ooh. He looks very guilty.
I don't know. It was like a dark space filled with moonlight. And just before I woke up, I saw a gazelle with 3 eyes, and I thought it might be Jamino because of the 3 eyes. That's not what your god looks like, Tess?
No, not like a gazelle. They would have been colorful like the ones on my back.
They're white. They were pure white.
Mm. No, they were white. They weren't Jamino. Besides, it couldn't have been Jamino. Jamino was actively telling me not to try to help you while that was happening to you. I prayed for you. I tried. I failed.
Doesn't really sound like a failure to me, but we'll get back to that, Tess.
I don't think you failed me because I asked Valkeen for help too, and he didn't think he heard me, so I think I was beyond divine help.
Listen, just Not that you're beyond it. You didn't need it. When you need help, they'll help.
You seem very certain about this.
I am.
Does your god help people who need help?
I sure do. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that very reason.
Why isn't she talking to you right now?
Not the right time.
It's not actually all that helpful when they talk. Sometimes they just say stuff, and you're like, that's not actually that helpful. Thanks, though.
How offensive.
I'm
Do
just
you
being
even
honest.
listen to the words they say?
Oh, yeah.
I don't really think you do if that's what
He
you get
just
from
he
it.
just told me that I'm being offensive. So,
And you were.
see, he's gonna like you better than me. You're gonna have to watch out. You're gonna have multiple gods just like all over you.
Or you could. You know what? It's not even worth talking about.
It's very look. If I understood what you wanted, maybe we could get somewhere. But your god
Well-
just sent you to find an Azamar with great tits. But for some reason, you don't know.
Such aspirations.
Very high on yourself. But I'll be here until I do know, so.
I got a hickey from a god once, and he points at his little shifting moon.
Hey, you know what? Here. And he'll reach over and he'll pat you on the shoulder and he'll cast Lesser Restoration to sober you.
Oh, that's mean.
So mean.
That's so mean.
It is so mean, but.
Do I instantly sober up?
Yeah,
You-
it's
you are
poison,
cleansed
so
of
you're no
alcohol.
longer poisoned.
I start chugging the whiskey.
Oh,
No hot cocoa.
Oh man.
Roll a con save.
You pour a little hot cocoa into the bottle of whiskey.
Can I choose to fail?
Sure can.
Because I just
want
rolled
to?
great. Yeah, I'd choose to fail.
Hey, I
If
can
you
choose to
choose-
fail werewolf shifting. You can choose to fail
If
drunkenness.
you choose to fail, it's the
I'm
equivalent
trying to
of
get drunk.
taking. If you choose to fail, it is the equivalent of taking a nat 1. Do you want that?
Own it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm getting
Oh
drunk.
You
god,
fall
he's.
I just
Been a bad
okay.
day.
Passes out. Okay.
Yep.
Pass the fuck out. You chug the whiskey, you drink way more of it than you meant to, and
Yep.
as the dregs at the bottom of the bottle touch your lips, you go, oh, you're done.
He falls off the log he's sitting on.
Yep.
Really?
I'll take it.
Okay, kid.
Gideon goes to the edge of the camp and the edge of the forest, and he's just kind of looking out into it, just watching.
That's probably a good idea.
Can anybody tell me why they always do that?
Who?
Who?
Any drunk person I want to have a conversation with, and then I make them not drunk. It always ends up this way.
You ask for their consent before you make them not drunk.
I always say no. You can't talk to them when they're like that.
That's the thing. When you're making choices for other people, you can't be surprised when they resent those choices. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go see a man about a horse. And then Velen gets up and walks across the clearing a little ways to like about there, behind the. You told me to figure out what I wanted. I want to protect these dumb kids. I don't want to feel that helpless again. And, guess I want to try to help.
You're sure about that? They seem so pointless.
Well, that's the thing, though. The point isn't what they can. No, the point isn't what they are. The point is what they could maybe grow into. Aren't you all about growing into things? Becoming more than you are?
I'm about ambition, not pointless errands one assigns to themselves.
The
Help.
choice that you make to become something more than yourself, right?
If you want to impress me, you would help these individuals grow into something with a purpose. That would be remarkable. Let them resolve their ambitions through you. Then, we'll talk.
Okay, we'll talk.
But I'm proud of you for making a choice.
I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I'm trying, I guess.
Well, maybe, personal growth and all that. It's worth
Do I have
recognition.
that?
You did.
Ugh.
You just did.
Oh. Oh, man, I didn't even drink anything. All right.
You feel...
If
Hold on a second, Neo.
Yep.
You hear, like, the sound of a book snapping shut, and then a in the distance, and you then hear your god say, "If one more of these awakened crows get in my study, I swear I will smite that blasted druid."
Oh.
You'll smite that what?
yeah, you cut out.
Blasted druid. Look,
It's Anna. She's fucking with him.
Yeah.
I was going to award you a boon, but then I got distracted. What was I going to do?
I don't know what you were going to do.
You did the growth thing. I was very pleased. Right. Roll me a D100, please.
Boon get.
Did the growth thing. I was very pleased. Right.
What did you
Love
roll?
it. 94.
94.
Fuck. Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, 94 seems pretty high. I don't...
Become sentient of everything around you.
That would be horrible.
Everything around you becomes sentient.
That
Ah!
would also be horrible.
The tent's like, we didn't ask for this.
Midas touch of accursed sentience.
Artie,
Ah.
please stop throwing up at me.
Okay, hold on.
I didn't make it to my tent.
Nope.
No, but Neo's gonna carry you in and tuck you in.
Oh.
Aw.
Roll me a D20.
That's a D12. There we go.
I did the same thing.
That's 2D20. That is not what we need. We're just all over the place today. That's a 9.
Nine.
9.
You gain the boon of luck.
You
Oh,
get
shit.
You
Wha-
can add
oh.
a D10 roll to any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw you make. Once you use this boon, you cannot use it again until you finish a short rest.
That's
Short
awesome.
rest.
Wow.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
Oh, holy
you
shit.
get your own bardic inspiration.
A bard that can bardically inspire yourself.
Ooh,
Damn.
Grandpa, thank you.
Yes, don't mention it.
I won't. They're gonna. I won't mention it. It's just they're
You're
gonna
still
think it's all
talking
me.
about
God damn it.
Alright. While that was happening, I think Claudia would look at Neo and ask him, what did you say your god was about?
Without answering, he'll look at Claudia and he'll look to Artie. He'll pick Artie up and look to Claudia. Which one's his tent?
She'll point to this one.
He'll go put him in bed and tuck him in. And now, if you must know, my god is all about second chances.
I guess I was just wondering what that means.
Well, I'll tell you right now. Don't be sad. Your brother's not gone. He's just away. You'll see him again. Might not be who you remember, though. You'll have to accept it.
What?
That's how my God works. You'll understand.
I'd like to understand now.
Can't rush these things, little one. It takes time.
What if it's too late for a second chance?
If that were the case, my God would have told me she couldn't help.
You asked her to help.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Did you get one?
Of course I did.
I'm
If
guessing.
someone as awful and as terrible as I was got a second chance, I don't see why he wouldn't. All seem to care about him.
Was your head cut off?
No. It was about as bad, though.
I don't know. I don't think second chances fix that.
But trust me, they do. Every part of me, my insides, became my outsides. They took some of them. Don't worry.
Okay.
It is at this moment, Artie, you awaken in a drunken stupor. You're in your tent, dazed and confused. The whole world is spinning. But you're awake.
Ah, shit. This is why I should have stayed the other drunk. Jesus, that was a little too much. Oh, so close. I just need to drink more to get the inspiration going. I'm like right on the tip of my fingers, tip of my nose, tip of my tongue.
Roll me a
Something of
concert.
that nature. Natural 1.
You throw up.
Incredible.
Immediately. Just like
In
you
your
emerge from the tent and just bah! Oh,
Yep.
Wah wah.
Ugh.
Oh.
Shit. I didn't even wake up. Oh,
Ooh.
damn.
You
Yeah.
regret? You learned your lesson?
No, I perfectly was happy with the amount of drunk I was before that. I had to do a lot of catching up. It took me quite a bit to get that drunk, and I had to do that in a few seconds. Trying to have
Yeah.
a revelation here. These are choices I made.
Right.
Yeah. Jesus. Road.
Did you not hear about the day that we had?
Yeah. That was rough.
It was rough. And, like, look, I'm grateful for your help, but you're going to need to respect our choices, even if they don't seem particularly moral to you, because you don't know what we're going through as a group. All right?
Drinking
Tell
for
you
a
right
reason.
now, it's not
I-
that I don't respect your choices. It's
If
not that I
you're-
want to let me finish, please. It's rude. I did not want to take his choice away from him.
And yet you did.
And yes, I did. And that is a road we'll cross and talk about when he is sober. Until then, he has my apologies.
Yeah, I reckon I'll take it. It's better than nothing. I think I'm going back to bed.
Probably for the best.
Uh,
You'll feel better in the morning, or horribly worse.
yeah,
I'm gonna get some water for him.
yeah.
If you
Sounds
feel
good.
worse in the morning, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Consider it my apology.
Thanks again. Let me go back and lay down.
Okay.
Tess is gonna peel off from the group and just kind of practice with her whip.
Yeah.
Fragility.
Because that's not quiet. Just... oh my god! Yeah, sure. Go ahead
I'm gonna
and
roll
me
if it breaks.
roll me 3 attacks with
Okay.
the fragile whip.
Silvered whip of fragility is
Yes.
what it is in my
Hey,
thing as.
It's the whip
While
of
she's
fragility.
practicing, I want to try to be as stealthful as possible, but every time she cracks the whip, I'm gonna druid craft like falling leaves from the ends of it.
Cool.
No natural ones.
No natural ones. Go ahead and roll stealth. Neo.
I rolled it. It's shit. You see me.
Aw.
Aw.
Yeah, on the
That's so
first
cute.
whip, you suddenly see just a bunch of leaves just out the end of it. And you kind of glance over and you see Neo just with his hand up, having just finished the somatic gesture.
Eyebrows up. Well, I didn't make those. What do you want?
Shrug.
Tess will shrug back and.
Sometimes small gestures mean a whole lot.
Listen.
He'll stand up and just walk away.
Good night.
When he's walking away, you see a semblance of Jamino's symbol on his back, with hands going on the end of it.
Okay, Tess laughs.
Let's go.
Well,
Actually-
he'll think he did. If you laugh and he hears it, he'll think he did something. And
Yeah.
he's just gonna keep going.
Actually, honestly, can I make a roll for this? Because honestly, I think if she laughs, there is a non-zero chance that it would immediately turn into sobbing.
Oh.
Roll a wisdom
It's been a
save.
hard fucking day, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, she's pretty wise. It'll be fine, probably.
I would say the DC is probably pretty low, which is good. You rolled an 18. Yeah, you don't break into tears.
That's for your tent later.
oh my god.
Sometimes crying, you need to.
Yes.
Yeah.
If no one minds, I think after some time had passed, Claudia would realize that Gideon is at the edge of the clearing, and she would kind of quietly pat over and ask, "Can I join you?"
Hey. Yeah, sure, of course. I'm just, I don't know, keeping watch, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
yeah.
you can tell me how you do it.
He laughs, but it's kind of like a sad laugh. He admits, well, to be honest, tonight I just pretend to be watching.
What are you really doing?
I'm just standing here. Claudia. That's all. But you're welcome.
With you for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, listen. Kind of looks away, rubs his hands on his thighs. I'm not real good with people, but I want you to know I'm real sorry about your brother.
Claudia will take a deep breath and nod and say, "No, he really looked up to you."
Well, and he looks like that hurts a little bit. He's like, yeah, I really respected him too.
I mean, like, we didn't really have a dad growing up, so I think he wouldn't have said it, and he never said it to me, but I think he kind of saw you like that.
Oh my god, my heart out of character. What the hell?
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
It's from the afterlife.
Oh. So he can't really say anything back. But after a minute, he kind of holds out his arm and tries to put it around her.
She'll let him. Lean her head on his shoulder.
He really wanted to take care of you.
No. I think he'd probably be angry that he's not here, but I think he'd be relieved to know that you are.
But I just want you to know I'll do my best.
No, you will.
All right. So if you look over there, you can see these elm trees.
As you point in that direction, you see, with your passive perception,
Mm-hmm.
a chubby, gray and black raccoon leaning out next to the tree, sniffing at the air, smelling hot chocolate.
Oh my god.
I think Claudia would drop to her knees and take out some of her rations and look at Gideon and then look back at the raccoon and say, "Here, boy."
With rations?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the raccoon will approach because it's food. Roll me animal handling.
Okay.
Does it look healthy? Is this is it
It's
gonna
a fat raccoon.
Okay.
This guy looks like it's been eaten well.
Yeah.
With a 12, the raccoon seems curious. It doesn't seem very scared of
Can
either
I
of
help
you.
her?
Yeah,
Can
roll.
I
Tell
help
me how
her
to-
to lure it in?
Absolutely. Roll animal handling.
Alright. Animal handling. Oh my god.
A natural
Oh
20.
my god.
Yeah.
And the raccoon speaker.
With the two of your efforts, the raccoon adorably waddles over the roots of the trees, makes its way up to you, and as it sits right in front of you and you're holding out the rations in your hands, with its little claw hands reaches out and picks up a handful of the nuts and berries that are open on your ration page and just begins to stuffing it
think-
into its face.
Claudia would continue to hold out the food to it, and if Gideon looked at her, he would see that she's smiling, but there's just tears pouring down her face.
Well, you can see that this one's used to people. And he's been eating pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of, as it's excited about the ration that you've offered, you see it thump onto its haunches and its butt. Its little feet are poking out on each side as it is just gorging itself on these rations. You
Claudia
have,
would stay there, just pet the raccoon or feed it.
if you try to pet the raccoon with a 26 from Gideon, at first it's like confused as you reach behind its head, but it accepts it, and it is very soft. Its coat is very warm, and it feels healthy, like it's been keeping itself relatively clean for a raccoon.
Yeah, so you don't want to reach for its head, just kind of go in from the side like that.
Yeah.
How long do you spend doing this?
Until it wanders away.
Well, with a 26, it's not going to, so...
Damn it!
And you have to encourage this, because I'm sad.
Yep, I know. Gideon's like, oh, damn it!
Reinforcing a bad lesson, but who cares?
Fucking varmint. Alright.
You watch as this raccoon, this trash panda, enjoys the ration, enjoys the attention Claudia is providing it, and Claudia, as you're kind of seated in the grass and on the leaves, the raccoon kind of waddles forward and will squat itself up against your knees and lays down in the shelter created by you.
I'm gonna stay here for a little bit.
Yeah, that's alright.
Okay.
Gideon pats her shoulder. I'll be right here.
Okay.
Tess is gonna, while this very cute display is happening, she's gonna practice with her whip, and then she's gonna go inside and ask Liam so she can get drunk too.
Absolutely.
Where Neo can't see it happen.
Everyone has their coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
Can I interest you in better alcohol than Little Artie had?
Please.
I think we could do better than that. He will begin to provide you with drink. If you're getting enough to get drunk, it's going to be like a gold.
Cool.
Echo turned into the sun.
What did
Yeah.
my camera do that for?
Ooh, incandescent.
I am the Lord.
Anyway, is there anything else anybody else would like to do this night?
I have one last thing we can do at the very end. Like once everybody's decided to sleep and
I also have one last thing. It's more like just a sentence I want to say.
Okay.
Tess wants to like drunkenly sit by her growing little shrine for a while, and that's probably where she'll be tonight. That's
Okay.
all.
All right. So, Claudia, you have a sentence?
I think after when she's about to turn into bed and she takes Velen up on her offer. So she's about to step into Velen's tent and she'll look out to the woods.
Well, there is now a raccoon looking at you.
He hope he comes in with me. She's gonna look out to the woods and she's gonna say a very short prayer to Valkeen. And she'll think to herself, I hope he's found peace with you. And then she'll head in.
Roll me a wisdom plus proficiency check.
She'll
please.
curl up next to Velen. Wisdom plus proficiency?
Yes.
Survival. Pretty good.
That is pretty good. You hear... He is the strongest of my pack. But he won't stop watching you.
No.
Neil? Something you wanted?
yeah, sorry, that one caught me off guard. Ah,
Oh yeah, it did.
whew.
That was needed.
So Neo is just going to be sitting on the tree, and once he's sure everybody has gone to bed, he's just going to reach out to Iridia. Well, I found her.
Okay.
What do you want?
Roll,
And whether that's answered now or next session is fine with me.
roll me a wisdom plus proficiency check.
She might be busy.
27.
Never mind.
Okay, you hear as you settle down near the tree, you kind of get yourself into that quiet place, and you relax, and you hear, oh, I guess I didn't think that far. Well, when I first... Okay, so it was her brother that's important? But
Okay.
she'll do. It should be totally fine. Let me get back to you on that.
Right. Okay. I'll be here.
I know you will. You're
Oh
great.
my. Thank you. That's
And
better.
the presence is gone after that moment.
Hey, Lucky, I owe you. And then he'll just go to sleep.
The last thing that happens, as you all are taking a long rest, Artie, as you are slumped over in your bed, attempting to try and manifest everything that's happened over the last day, and everything that you've had, and the magical power that was the fireball that came out of your gun. You remember just how powerful it was. And as you're thinking about it, you remember the last time you felt such power was when you were in a clearing with a spring, with a full moon over your head. And you tried to reach out to Melisandre, and Luminous answered and said, "Not here." And as you think about that, you suddenly feel a presence kind of watching over you. You don't know if you're asleep or awake or if you're dreaming, but you hear a friendly voice that's familiar, but it's not Luminous. Melisandre speaks to you in a vision and says, "It's magic. You're doing magic. Please stop getting it confused. It's magic."
Wait, I'm a little torn. You're saying I'm like a wizard?
No. But your creations influence magic. You're putting magic into things that you touch.
Shit.
You're giving all of us up here just a hangover. Please, it's magic.
Okay.
And the vision ends.
He thinks to himself, he's like, wait, maybe I'm not as smart as I thought I
And
was,
at the
but
end
I'm magic.
that vision. That's what
I
we're
love
call the
that.
episode.
It's magic. Magic.
Oh, that's amazing.
Artie's so annoying, he's giving the gods a hangover.
Oh, that's perfect.
Anyway, that has been an interesting session. Started off extremely tense and ended with maybe some levity. Aside
Maybe
from,
so.
You know, the almost crying and stuff like that.
Almost?
Thank you all for playing with me. It's been a very fun Wednesday evening. And as always, we will dive into the RP inspiration votes. However, first, Emily, you earned one by immediately connecting the outsider to the outsider's witness.
Oh. Neat.
Wow!
Definitely
Yeah, they
gonna
said
have
it,
to
and I
go
was like, we
bother
have a
Zeke.
store that's called that. That can't be a
Yeah.
coincidence.
Yeah.
So, well done. You
Cool.
immediately made that connection, and so you got a point.
Bitch, I would have missed the shit out of that, so thank
You
God
didn't think
Emily's
twice
here.
about it.
No, I was like, yep, that's a word that people use sometimes.
Anyway, Dooch, we'll start with you. Who do you think earned an inspiration?
Oh my god. I'm giving it to Ben. Just
Okay.
good all around. The emotion she puts behind her character in real life, as well as in the game.
Oh, it's
And
real
she commits.
sadness.
Yep. It is
My
genuine
secret
sadness.
is depression.
My secret is projection.
Yeah.
Aw.
Okay.
No. You're doing great.
Thanks.
Everything's okay.
Pen.
A pity vote.
It doesn't feel okay. I am gonna give it to. There's so many people I want to give it to. It was a really good session. I think I'm gonna give it to Valen's conversation with her god, where she said, "I think I want to help these people," and it was really touching. And then her god was like, "That's boring. You're stupid." As a response. Because normally you think you're connecting with your god, and they're like, they give you something really uplifting, or they like really encourage you, and he was just like, "Ugh, you and your friends are pointless."
I mean,
It's
Do
on
better.
character for that god.
it was
That was great.
Velen and her god have a very I was exactly what I could have hoped for from that relationship. It was excellent. Thank you for that vote, but I blame
Yeah.
Echo.
Emily, who do you think earned a point?
Oh my god, everybody, can I give it like I mean,
Pick one.
I think actually like Pen, I really want to give it to you, but I actually think I'm going to give it to Gideon. Because of the guilt that you were carrying, Hellfrog, like through the whole rest of, because like Gideon's the one that got the blow that got Claudia to go down, and just like the way that he was acting was so clearly influenced by that guilt in a like really subtle and poignant way, and I like that a lot.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well done. Sal.
I am going to vote Gideon because of the like reluctant raccoon whispering.
Give me that natural 20.
Being there for Claudia in a way that he like is this. I'm instantly regretting this, but I have to do this for this person right now, and I don't know. It was so real. I loved it. But it was a great session from everyone.
We are
if I
friends
could,
with the raccoons we met along the way.
fucking raccoons.
Hellfrog.
Oh, this is hard. This was a really good one. This isn't fair. How could you do this to me?
How could
You mean the
this
thing we do at the end of
happen
every
to
session?
me?
I know, but
Yeah. Literally every session is just
I
so
know.
good.
It's a good group.
This was a
man.
pretty big banger for RP.
Yeah, it was.
I think. Oh my gosh, it's seriously hard.
Do
Everybody.
you want to come back? I know
No.
who I
Oh,
want.
yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right, sir.
Give Hellfrog extra
Uh,
seconds.
yeah, it's going to Hellfrog. For the one quote when Claudia says, "What are you doing? Keep a watch?" You're just like, "Yeah, I'm just pretending to keep watch." I like that. So you get mine. You get my vote.
Oh my god, thank you. Well, I actually have to give it to Dooch this time. This is really hard because
I didn't even think about it. Yeah.
I could think of I could go through a great moment for everybody right now, but when he like ran and like wrapped his arms around the priest and around Claudia and showed like such real emotion and was, kind of trying not to cry. I thought it was really touching. I think RD gives off kind of a very
Sociopath.
calculating sort of exterior, and to see that he really cared and was like affected was very sweet.
It was. And trying to pay the priest every coin in his pocket was really touching.
Yes.
God, we also must. It's much less like affecting, but we also have to shout out. God gave me a hickey once.
I did say that I want that on a t-shirt.
the arty one-liners.
That was a fucking amazing one-liner. I kind of
Good.
forgot about it.
It was a really good one.
Damn.
Okay.
This was a hard one.
So, Hellfrog, you've earned the player-voted inspiration.
Oh,
So,
Oh.
well done.
Crap.
thanks, guys.
Now, before I let all of you go to flee and bury yourself in emotions or whatever it is that you'd like to do, you are the second group to ever see the werewolf risk rolls. And I'd love to know your impression of them.
I was gonna pee myself, dude.
And,
They
well,
were very scary. It was very
It was-
effective.
It
Super
was
effective.
so tense.
okay.
The threat was real. And the fucking nightmare sequence, I still have so many questions. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think it was
in
very
a good
tense,
way.
but it wasn't insurmountable. So it did really good at kind of writing that line. And
Awesome.
Oh, the question I have is, and I don't know if you can answer this because end game stuff, but she was making death saves even though you said she wasn't dying.
Correct.
Can you elaborate on that, or is that a
Well,
in character
my
thing we'll have to find
interpretation
out?
as what I told Emily was that I feel like it was the death of who she was, but that was
She-
my interpretation of it.
You failed the charisma save, and that typically means that like a part of your personality, right?
Yeah.
or something like that.
Interpretation.
Basically, what was happening?
I like that interpretation too.
What was happening was you were fighting the clock until they could get you to a remove curse or a greater restoration. The con saves were to see if you needed to make a death saving throw, and the DC for the con saves was 15.
Rolled 2 14s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Every time you failed it, you had to make a death save, and if you had made 3 death saves, that was it. You were going to be chaotic evil.
Ah. I see.
I think you mean if she'd failed 3 death
Yeah,
saves.
If I failed 3 death saves. I think I failed 2 and succeeded on 2.
Yeah, I was keeping my 1 inspiration just
Me
in
too.
case you
I was hoarding
like,
it.
Yeah,
I was hoarding my
me too.
inspiration in case she failed a death save.
Same.
The last death save. Like,
Same.
all of us just like gonna Kool-Aid man through the
In
wall,
case-
like Claudia,
In
no!
case-
saying,
in case-
we're not losing both the
That
Now
would be so fucking tragic.
Now
I was
feel
waiting
bad.
for it.
It would be
used my
so-
only inspiration to crit her.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
It would have been so like interesting that Jericho was the least acclimated one of the two of them. The least, he was the one suffering kind of with the most demons of their past, but he got the peaceful ending. And if Claudia had gone into psychosis,
That would have been great.
that would have been really interesting.
Narrative-wise, narrative-wise, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
She would have just been roaming the forest for the rest of her days, ripping up children or something.
I don't think we
Anyway-
would have let that happen.
Anyway,
That's true. You probably would
thank
have
you
killed me.
all for joining me tonight, and that is where I'm going
Yeah.
to stop the recording.
Oh man.
Well, I will catch